What's going on, people? Welcome back to Curtis Shaw TV, back with another live stream. Today we'll be looking at all the latest Arsenal transfer news, players coming in, players hopefully starting to go out. And Arsenal have played a friendly today, and news is starting to filter through about that score. Just actually as I was coming on live, Arsenal have put something up on their website. So I will show you that and try and keep you guys up to date with all the latest goings off at Arsenal. Hope everyone is safe and well. Thank you very much for tuning in. Make sure you smash a like on the video if you haven't already, and subscribe to the channel. We're less than 400 away from 30,000. If you haven't already subscribed, hit that button and let's get moving, people. But thank you for all your brilliant support. I really appreciate it. As I said, big up to everyone in the chat. News is starting to filter through of Arsenal. Arsenal played a friendly today against Watford at London Colney at the training ground. Of course, Arsenal and Watford, their training ground is literally next door to each other. I have been to both training grounds before, and the game apparently was played at Arsenal's training ground today. And the rumours are going round that Arsenal won the game by 4-1 against Watford. But Arsenal, as I will just show you, it's a shame because I would have loved to have live streamed the game. But Arsenal have just put up that the game is available to watch from 3 p.m. So I can imagine around 3 p.m. most of you will leave my stream, but not to worry, people. I'll go and watch the game as well. Arsenal have said from 3 p.m. the game will be free for people to watch. Now, I don't know if this is members only, because you know Arsenal, man, there's always a catch to it. Nothing is usually free. Watch the full 90 minutes of today's friendly. Leno makes his first preseason appearance. And as you can see there, I'll just zoom in there. It says Tavares and Lokonga both start for us. Willian and Nketiah and Nelson support Aubameyang in the attack. Now, the game has already been played, people. And the way Arsenal have advertised it is as if the game kicks off at 3 p.m. The game is being showed from 3 p.m. But the game apparently was played at around 12:30. So the game has already finished. And the result is starting to filter through onto social media. And apparently Arsenal won the game 4-1. As I'm currently doing this live now, I'm trying to find out some more details about that game. Just to show you here, look, Matthew K reported Arsenal beat Watford 4-1 in the behind closed doors friendly match at London Colney this afternoon. So a positive win for Arsenal. Listen, if any of you guys hear any news, you know, you'll probably still be looking on social media as I'm doing this. Let me know. I'm trying to find out who scored. I saw a report of who scored, but I wasn't sure whether it was, you know, whether that was the gospel truth or not. So we will have to see on that one. I'm just trying to find out the details. But if any of you guys see it on social media, let me know. Big up Buenos Aires Guna, $7.99 for a rewatch. Yeah, Arsenal probably tell us the game's live at 3 o'clock, even though the scores come out, you know. Big up Arsenal South Africa said, I think Aziz scored. Yeah, I saw that as well. A rumour that Aziz had scored, which would be great because he hasn't even been involved that much. I don't think he even travelled to Scotland with the squad, which I couldn't understand. But definitely positive. You know, Watford are a Premier League club. We know we had a poor tour in Scotland. And, you know, it's good to get another victory. Maybe behind closed doors is the way forward for Arsenal. You know, we played Millwall behind closed doors and won, and now we've beaten Watford behind closed doors. One thing I think we can all look forward to, hopefully, is Ben Foster, the Cycling GK, for anyone who doesn't watch that YouTube channel. Fantastic YouTube channel, Ben Foster. He obviously puts the GoPro camera in the goal while he plays in goal. So hopefully, because I think Watford played a behind closed doors game against West Brom last week, and he did the vlog. So hopefully he'll do it with Arsenal. So hopefully we'll get some close-up footage of that towards the weekend. But I'm just trying to find out the goal scorers. For anybody who knows Ben Foster as well and knows about his channel, I am reaching out to try and get him on here at some stage. Obviously, I know Andre Gray very well, who plays for Watford, and, you know, the message is getting put out there. He has actually responded to me, Ben Foster, but at the moment, it was more kind of a, I'm very busy, but I'll see what I can do in the future kind of thing. So listen, don't worry, man. We'll apply some pressure. We'll get some pressure put on him. Big up Fran in the chat. Make sure everyone goes and checks out his channel. We did a great show yesterday. Premier League predictions for the season, top scorer, winners, all of that stuff. He's close to 1,000 subscribers, so much appreciated if you can help him to get over to 1,000 and beyond. But yeah, listen, if we get Ben Foster on here, it would be great. He's got a fantastic channel and some really good footage. So I'm looking forward to that vlog. Will be a very good one. I'm just, a few people are reporting goal scorers. Some people saying Aubameyang scored. A lot of people seem to be saying that Aziz scored. So I think there probably is some truth in the Aziz situation. I mean, Matt Kay, the same guy who reported it, who apparently was at the training ground, he's actually said that Aziz scored as well. But we'll have to see. I'm sure news will start to filter through. And for anybody at 3 o'clock, the game is live on the website. People are saying it's not just for members. So what I'm going to try and do is get through this video a little bit quicker today, so you guys can shoot off and go and watch the game. Even though you know the result, it's still nice to watch the game, see how we played, and have a look at that. I'll probably, it's a shame they didn't show the game live. I would have liked to have done a watch along for it, but hey, we'll see. Foster can give us some insight on Ramsdale. I mean, I'm sure he'll be very polite. I'm sure he wouldn't come on any public channel and say, oh, he's rubbish, we don't want him or whatever. So we'll have to see with that one. Lokonga and Partey scored. Okay. Yeah, do you know what? I saw a lot of people. I think people were bantering, but if that's true, I mean, fair play. I've seen a lot of people saying Willian scored a hat-trick, but I don't know if people are trolling at this point. Someone actually put at the start that Willian scored all 4. So from there, I was thinking, there's some trolling going off here, man. Willian ain't scoring 4 goals. Big love to everyone, and the support for me and Curtis yesterday was insane. Yeah, big up, bro. If Willian scored a hat-trick, geez, man, what a day it is. That'll be Willian's Arsenal career sorted. He won't be going anywhere. But listen, onwards and upwards. Let me know if you guys hear who scored. A lot of you are saying Willian, so maybe stream the game. I could have done a watch-along, to be fair, can't I? We'll see. I might try and get it on while we're actually on here and see if it's worth doing. They're not the most exciting of games, but no, I know you're trolling, but a lot of people were actually saying that someone said Willian scored all 4. But we'll see. Right, listen, people, you can see the headline of this video. And first of all, I'm going to do one thing before I even start talking about this situation and this player. I'm going to apologize. Right, I'm going to apologize. And you're going to understand why. As you can see by the player that Arsenal are being linked with, I do not want to get anybody's hopes up. I do not want to tell anybody that this is going to happen. I don't want anybody to print his name on the back of a shirt and say that you reported it, you said it was going to happen. No. So first of all, I'm going to apologize. All I am doing is passing on information as people do that is reported in the press. So I don't want anyone to get too excited. Do I expect it to happen? Never in a million years. Have I seen stranger things happen in football? Yes, I have. The day that I saw Sol Campbell walk out in a press conference and sign for Arsenal, I said anything can happen. When Luis Figo left Barcelona and went to Real Madrid and got pig's heads thrown at him, I said anything can happen. When Robin van Persie walked out of Arsenal, ended up in a Man United shirt and got a guard of honour at the Emirates, I said anything can happen. Anything can happen. But is this one going to happen? I doubt it very much. But let's have a little bit of excitement, have a little bit of hope before we end up moaning most of the season. Arsenal are being linked with Lautaro Martinez. I mean, the crazy thing about this, the Telegraph are reporting it. It's Mike McGraw, and he's not actually a bad reporter. So I don't know why he's doing this. Is he trolling us? I don't know what he's doing right now. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, they must have some real quiet newspapers right now, and this guy's throwing all sorts up. I genuinely think that newspapers, they know that if they get the Arsenal fans going, it's going to cause, it's going to cause a stir. People are all going to, watch this. He's saying, and I've read the reports into this because I'm like, you know what? Why is he reporting this? Where is the story even coming from? There's nothing really in there. It seems to me he's adding 2 and 2 together and coming up with 5. He's basically saying Arsenal don't see value in Tammy Abraham at 40 million. I mean, yeah, kudos. I agree with that. They don't see value at 40 million. If they're going to spend big money, they want a striker that they really want, that they believe can be a long-term replacement for Aubameyang. I respect that. I like that school of thought. Apparently, Edu loves Lautaro Martinez. Cool. I agree with that. I think the guy's a fantastic player. I would love Arsenal to get him. But the question I ask, a guy who 12 months ago was in talks with Barcelona for a £90 million deal, how 12 months later is this guy then somehow ending up at Arsenal? Manchester City need a striker right now. They don't have, well, they've only got, Gabriel Jesus. They need a big striker as well, someone who can score goals. Why would they not go for him? It's a no-brainer. Is he just using us to get a new contract? There's 2 years left on his deal. Inter Milan. Apparently, Romelu Lukaku is on significantly more than him. Maybe he's just using a bit of Arsenal interest to get himself a better deal. Something regularly that the agents do. I think Smith Rowe probably used Aston Villa's interest to get himself a better deal. It happens. But they seem to have this thought process that, according to reports, and Goffrey Vogel, he said, I bought the yellow shirt, couldn't resist it. What have you done? Listen, that is the one shirt out of the 3 that I am not getting. I don't even like that shirt. But hey, we'll move on. I appreciate the super chat. Listen, don't feel wrong for buying the kit. Do what you feel's right in it. You can't let me or anyone else tell you whether you should buy the kit or not. You support your team. You do what you want. You know, it's one of them, innit? But they seem to have this theory that Inter Milan need to raise close to 200 million euros this summer. They got 64 million for Hakimi. They're now saying they may be willing to take 74 million. I think it amounts to around 80 million euros for Lautaro Martinez, and that they're going to keep Lukaku instead. I can't see it happening. I think he's a fantastic player. I think Inter Milan are building something great there. They've won the title. They've wrestled it back off Juventus. I know they have lost Hakimi and they've lost their manager, Antonio Conte, which probably caused a little bit of uncertainty at Inter Milan. But can I see him leaving? Not really. We got an Inter Milan here. He said, you aren't getting Martinez. He's staying with us. Forza Inter. Listen, I can understand. No Inter fan is going to feel like they're going to lose him. It's just stranger things have happened. I don't think Arsenal will get him for 1 second. So like I said, I don't want to cause any false optimism or hope for Arsenal fans. I just have to add the balance to both sides of the argument. Do I see Arsenal getting him? No. Number one, he'll cost a fortune. Number two, can Arsenal pay that and pay the majority of it up front? Number three, would Lautaro Martinez even want to come to Arsenal? No Champions League, no Europa League, no Conference League, you know. What can we offer him? Okay, we can offer him a big fat wage and Premier League football. Is that enough to get him? Probably not. On the flip side, you would look at it and say, why would he leave? He's happy there. He's got a great partnership with Lukaku. You know, he's settled over there. He's got into the Argentina team. He's won the Copa America. He's got Champions League to look forward to. There's nothing really to get him. Sam said offer him some crypto. Let's offer him some of that Arsenal crypto, man. When that blows up in a few years, he'll have plenty of money there. It's crazy. Martinez will only leave if Lukaku stays. I mean, I think Lukaku is going to stay, but I mean, does that mean that he's going to leave? One thing I want to put into context here, and this is taking nothing away from Lautaro Martinez, who personally, I think he's a fantastic player. He doesn't score huge amounts of goals. You know, looking at his stats, he got 17 goals last year in 38 games. The year before, 14 goals in 35 games, you know. He's not a goal machine, even in Argentina. 13 goals in 21 games in Argentina, which isn't bad. You know, 17 goals in 38 games is his highest record of goals. I know he's only 23, so he hasn't been, playing as a top-level professional for a long, long time. But, he's not necessarily a goal machine in that doesn't score 25 goals a season. Yeah, he's hitting Lacazette numbers. And no disrespect, if he comes to the Prem and struggles a little bit, you could be paying 70 odd million for a guy that gets you 15 goals, which, paying installments FC. Yeah, we might do a Pepe, pay more for him, but pay it over a longer period of time. Lautaro Martinez for me is a fantastic player. I rate the guy highly. I've always enjoyed watching him play. I think he's got a great partnership with Lukaku. And I think it helps him having Lukaku because number one, Lukaku does a lot of the dirty work. And number two, Lukaku gets the big numbers. Lukaku will get you 25 goals, in a season. He means that Lautaro can just play his game. He will score 15 goals and everything's fine. There's nothing to worry about. So I think in that sense, Lautaro is, it takes the pressure off him. Could he come to a club like Arsenal, be the main striker and go and score 25 goals a season? I'm not sure whether he can do that. So it will be interesting. It will be interesting in that sense. But like I said, I don't want to produce false hope. I don't think Arsenal will get him, but I do like him as a player. I would love to get him. But as I said, three seasons, 6 goals the first season. I think he was a sub a lot of that year. 14 in 1920 and 17 goals. But he did get 6 assists as well. Gets quite a few yellow cards for a striker. He's a fiery character. Klarna or clear pay settings? Straight up and down, man. That's what Arsenal are on. Straight Klarna business, Can we pay you month to month, year to year, man? You'll get your money in the end, but you just ain't getting it right now, That's the problem. So we'll have to see with that one. But Lautaro Martinez, as I said, people, I don't want to give you false hope and optimism. I don't think we'll get him. But he's definitely a player that if there was any chance whatsoever of getting him, I would go all out for it. But I don't see it happening. So don't get too excited with that one, but we'll have to see. Now, Ben White, people. Ben White, for anybody that has seen online today, Ben White was seen leaving London Colney earlier today. He's completed his medical today, apparently. All the major Arsenal reporters have reported it. This deal is going to get done, and some details have emerged about the payments. Arsenal will pay 30 million of Ben White's fee within 1 calendar year, and then 2 more payments of 10 million in the following seasons. There is over £5 million in performance-related add-ons. So Ben White eventually, with add-ons, will cost £55 million. In fact, it says over 5 million. So you're potentially looking at, maybe 56, 57 million for Ben White. Completed his medical today. Was seen leaving London Colney earlier. There is a picture up on social media of him leaving the ground in a Jeep. And it looks like this one, they're saying, should be announced within 48 hours. So they're probably doing all their usual pictures and their announcements, this, that, the other. This one will probably be announced tomorrow or Thursday. Jake Snack says 55 million. Wow, I mean, that is crazy if it's up to 55 million pounds for Ben White. But hey, what's the difference, people? 50, 55, we get the deal done. He's either going to be good or bad. If it's 50 or 55, we keep it moving, Social DRG said, good deal. Yeah, listen, I'd like to think that he's going to be an excellent player for us. I think whenever a new player comes to Arsenal, I want the club to be optimistic. I want fans to be optimistic. He's obviously got a lot of potential. He got in the England squad. I'm going to support him. I'm going to hope that he comes in and he really surprises us and he's even better than we thought. So we'll have to see. But £55 million for Ben White. Huge outlay for the player. Is he worth it? Time will tell. I would love to see him and Gabriel build a partnership. I think that's the way to go. Add-ons FC, man. Straight add-ons business. Klarna business. You know what I mean? They took the money we need. Does Kroenke know? Does Kroenke even know, man? Maybe they only paid a little bit up front. Well, they're saying 30 within a calendar year. So we're going to have to see how that one goes. He does well. He goes for 80. Yeah, I hear you on that, because you got to think Maguire went from Leicester to Manchester United for 80. If Ben White costs 50, comes to Arsenal, hits the ground running, gets in the England team, all of a sudden that 50 turns to 70, 80. You know, he's 23, 24 years of age as well. So there'll be a lot of hype around him if he does well. The problem you've got, for every John Stones, for every Harry Maguire, English centre-back that cost a lot, where their value is high still and their reputation has gone wrong, you've got Michael Keane at Everton, who people thought, you know, England squad, he's really going to take off. You get a Phil Jones, who ends up just becoming a squad player. Didn't Ferguson say he was one of the best young centre-backs he'd ever seen in his life? You know, I don't think anybody stands by that right now. So, like I said, for every John Stones and Maguire and Sol Campbell, there's Michael Keane's, there's Phil Jones, you know, there's players that don't work. So we got to hope he's on that John Stones side. Yannick Mack said 55, Brighton are fleeced us. Yeah, listen, let me say one thing. I think Ben White is a good signing for Arsenal. I think he improves us. I think he adds something that we don't have, somebody who's comfortable on the ball and can play out from the back. But £55 million Brighton have seriously cashed in. Like, they've hit the jackpot there. They don't need to sell Basuma. They don't need to sell Lewis Dunk. That's probably their whole transfer budget there. 55 mil for Brighton is an incredible deal for a guy that's played 1 year in the Prem. Disturbed Digital said 120k per week. It's not bad when Varane, untested in the Prem, is 40 million and 300k. Listen, it's very, how can I put this? It's very difficult to compare both deals, because the reality is Varane's reputation is it's like a giant. It's ginormous. This guy's won the World Cup, I think 3 or 4 Champions Leagues and La Liga. Ben White has won nothing. He's had 1 year in the Prem. You can't really compare the two deals, even though that will happen naturally as fans. United will go, oh, they got Varane, you bought Ben White. The reality is one's 23, one's 28, one's English. One you feel has not reached his full potential yet. The other in Varane is probably past his best, although I still believe Varane is still a top quality centre-back. Naturally, if you're trying to sign Varane, you've got to pay him 250, 300 grand a week. His reputation is second to none. How can you can't offer him 100 grand a week? But Ben White, again, has got an unbelievable deal there. £120,000 a week after 1 year in the Premier League at Brighton, who, let's face it, Brighton were not far off relegation last season. It just shows the way football has spiraled out of control, and that how quickly you can be rated as a footballer now. You know, 1 year at Brighton, 55 mil, 120 grand. His whole career has just been made for him there, you know, for Ben White. And it's crazy the way that happens now. So we'll have to see in that sense. Zenith said Saliba and White would be a fantastic pairing next. I mean, I think this season, obviously, it will be Gabriel and White, we're hoping. Saliba, listen, I just hope he ends up having a career of some sorts at Arsenal. I just hope he has some sort of career and an opportunity to build a career for himself, because I'm just not sure at the moment whether he'll get that opportunity. He doesn't, clearly he's not getting on well with Mikel Arteta, and that's the worry at the moment. Big C, remind us how tall Ben White is. I think I spent about 15 minutes looking at how tall this guy was. And in the end, it didn't work out too well, because people saying Google was wrong and this, that, the other. Craig said, Curtis, Brighton have just won the lottery with that Ben White deal. 100% they have. 100%. They've really done well there. Curtis, merge this into a watch-along. I am tempted. You know what? I know we're 5 minutes away from that Arsenal game being shown live on the website. I may possibly merge it into a watch-along. I'll see what the game looks like. I mean, it's hammering down with rain here. Jeez, English summertime, eh? But yeah, I may merge it into a watch along, people. Obviously, Arsenal is on at 3 o'clock, and I haven't been able to find the details of who scored. So at least we will have a few surprises. Deals are miles apart. We can't compare. Listen, it naturally happens in football. I remember the summer we bought Lacazette, United bought Lukaku, Chelsea bought Morata. Everyone was comparing those. Pulisic and Pepe signed the same time. Fans will naturally do that. United are going to go Varane 40 odd. You got them White. We're not in a position to buy Varane. So it doesn't matter if Varane is 40 million and we can afford it. Varane ain't coming to a team out of Europe. So it is what it is, man. Pimp along. Yo, I'm telling you. Big C, you're a legend. Big up, bro. Ibrahima said, like the video, guys. 1.2K watching. Big up, people. Big up, big up. Join Deluded. Yeah, I was on Deluded's channel earlier. I was on at 11:30. So check that one out if you haven't. Yes, do it. Yeah, I may do one. Be Nice and Humble said, Ben White will be a good signing for Arsenal coming from a Liverpool fan. Listen, I hope so. A lot of people who've watched a lot of him, they say he's a very good player. I think it's more the price tag. If Arsenal were paying 30 million for him, we wouldn't even be having a conversation. We'd just be like, 30 million, young English talent. I like it. When you hear 55 million, you're like, wow, 55 million pound. You know, that's where it... But listen, it ain't our money. We wanted the club to spend money and they're spending money. It's just, you know, are they spending money in the right direction on the right people? But we'll have to see. Stan Kroenke said Ben White is slow. Anybody who's watched Ben White, what is your feelings of him? Some of you guys may have seen him more than me. I've got to admit, I'm not going to say that I've seen this guy play too much. I've seen him a few times at Brighton. I saw him a few times at Leeds. He was very highly rated at Leeds. But I honestly can't say for certain how good this guy is. I know Chelsea are buying that centre-back. Is it Koundé from Sevilla? They're saying 25 million plus Zuma for him. I wasn't that impressed with him in the Euros. I know they played him right back, but he's got a huge reputation at centre-back in La Liga. So we'll have to see on that one anyway. I mean, we're about 2 minutes from kickoff. So while I'm just kind of talking to you guys, I'm going to try and get this stream set up and just see if it works, because I'm going to have to get it on the TV. And last time there was a bit of a delay. Big up Buenos Aires Gunu. He said, bless up, bro. Would you rather Ødegaard and Martinez or Maddison and Tammy? Listen, if whichever one Tammy's in, I don't want that one. So I'd have to go Ødegaard, Martinez, even though I would much rather have Maddison. I would much rather have Martinez than Tammy Abraham. I saw Tammy missing some chances yesterday for Chelsea in a friendly, and it didn't look good. Give me 1 second, people. I'm here, don't worry. I'm just trying to get this turned on. Where's the remote? Right, there we go. Let me see if I can get this game on the TV. Let's see if we merge this into a watch-along, people. See if it's worth watching. I did see that Willian is starting, and I think Eddie and Nketiah is starting, so that's enough to make me turn the TV off straight away. Big up, Big C, quality content as always. Big up, bro. Thank you very much for tuning in. I'm doing something on the go here, people. Buenos Aires Guna, did I read out your super chat? I did, didn't I? Would you rather? Yeah, for me, like I said, if Tammy's involved in it, I'll go for Martinez, definitely. Right, here we go. Send the link. Allow it. Did Pepe start? Right, I'm just trying to get it set up as we speak. It's on the Arsenal website, so I'm just trying to see, because last time it was members only, which I am a member on there, but I just have to type in all the details. So let's see with that one. Let me just try and get that set up. Coach, what do you think to Spurs signing Gil? Looks a decent player. Yeah, what did they say? They're calling him what do they call him? The Spanish Cruyff or something. Apparently very good at dribbling. I don't know too much about him, to be honest. So we'll have to see with that one. I honestly don't know how good he is. Right, we're on the Arsenal website here. Let me just see if I can get this to work on the TV. And we may just turn this into a watch-along, people, so bear with me. On that, the game is about to kick off. I hope you don't have to log in. It just plays. Yeah, it's on the Arsenal website. For some reason, sometimes my TV when I put the internet on it, it's delayed like a minute. So last time people were all telling me the score. Right, so it says starting soon. So I bet some of you guys it's probably already started. Right. I'm probably going to merge this into a watch along, people. Why not, eh? Why not? So with the transfer news, let me show you the last bit of transfer news that I had, actually. We were going to look at Joe Willock to Newcastle. Steve Bruce was talking about him. Newcastle boss Steve Bruce on Joe Willock. Like I've said many times, he's an Arsenal player. Joe has to decide, but there has to be a cut-off point where we can't wait forever. I mean, I think Joe will end up at Newcastle, but they just need to get a decent deal out of them. All right, we're live, people. There we go. We're underway. Watch along settings. That's the end of it. Forget the transfer news. Let's go to the watch along. Oh, I haven't even got the timer up or anything. I wasn't prepared for it. You see, I wasn't expecting it. So we're not going to have no timer, unfortunately. That's the only thing. Let me just get this to load. See, I haven't even seen the starting lineup. Yeah, you have to switch up quick, man. Forget the transfer news today, man. We ain't buying no one today. Latour and Martinez ain't signing. I'm just getting this loaded. So yeah, unfortunately, I'm not gonna have no time. Yeah, it's pre-recorded. It's pre-recorded, people. Right, there we go. It's playing. Is that Ben Foster in goal? It's a free kick to Watford. We're 1 minute and 30 in. So there you go. Let's do this, people. I'm just trying to see because I haven't seen the team sheet or anything. So bear with me here for a sec. It looks like, I mean, El Nenny's in midfield. I can see Willian. Willian looks like he's in the 10. Who is that? Nketiah. Looks like Nketiah and Aubameyang up top. Can I put a bet on? Innit? Imagine if Sky Bet thought this was live, man. You could just go on there now. Let me change the title of the video, actually, because people need to know that we've switched it up real quick, man. Do you know what I mean? Different things are running. Arsenal v Watford watch along. We're here. I'm nowhere near prepared for it, but we do it. Live pre-season watch along. We're here, man. We switch it up quick. But like I said, unfortunately, I won't have the timer because I just wasn't prepared for it at all. All right, there we go. We switched the title up. We're here, people. Yeah, predictions. Give me your predictions. I just want to see you scored, really. I want to see you got the goals. Anyone who wants to watch it rather than listen to me, it's on the Arsenal website and it's free as well. I don't think you have to be a member. I mean, I'm already logged in and signed in, but I'm pretty sure it's free for everybody. So we're here. I'm just looking. So in midfield, it looks like Lokonga and El Neni. Nuno Tavares at left back. And then I think Willian is on the... Looks like Willian's in the 10. And Pepe's on the right. So Eddie Nketiah looks like he's on the left with Pepe on the right, Aubameyang through the middle, and Willian in the 10 role. And then we've got El Neni and Lokonga in midfield. This is the first time I've seen Lokonga. Good ball by Lokonga out wide to Tavares. Here's El Neni. I mean, Watford are a decent team. They're a Prem team. So, you know, they're going to be of a similar level to Brentford, you would like to think. I say 4-1. Yeah, I've got a funny feeling about that 4-1. I don't know what it is. Yeah, I know 3. I don't know what happened to Arsenal. They must have... I think when they tried to type in 7.99, spell check must have took over and put 3. I bet they've done that by accident, you know. So we're here. I'm not prepared. I need a drink. At half time, I'll have to top up my glass of water and that. I was only planning on being on here for about 40 minutes. We're going to be here for about 2 hours now. So at half time, forgive me, people. I'll probably need a minute to just get a drink. And it's hot in here as well. I need to open that window. Funny feeling Willian is going to turn up. Yeah, Willian will probably play like a beast in that game and get himself a new contract. Now you have to be a member. Or do you have to be a member? I thought he said completely free to everybody, this one. I'm sure it said on their website it was free. I'm not sure. Maybe a digital member, but that's free anyway, digital membership. $7.99, nah, man, none of that. It's crazy because, like someone's saying here, Big C, do we play Chelsea and Tottenham next week? So we play Chelsea this Sunday, and then next week we play against Tottenham. I'm not actually sure what day we play Tottenham. I mean, Arsenal fans are not allowed to the away game anyway. But of course, we've got Chelsea on Sunday. Let me just double check it. We play Tottenham next Sunday. I have got a ticket for the Chelsea game, but I'm not sure if I'm going to go to it. So I may do a watch along. We'll have to see. Live stream of the game. Yeah, it's free, people. I'm not a member and I'm watching it. There you go. Yeah. So you don't need to be a member, people. So if anyone wants to tune in, it's on the website. Get yourself tuned in. Here come Watford on the attack. Obviously, we don't know what order the goals go in. I'm not too sure who scored for Arsenal. We're hearing Aziz scored. Big up Jay in here. Just shy said Cedric Chambers, Mari, Tavares, Nelson El Neni, Lokonga, Eddie, Willian, Aubameyang. You're a legend for that because I couldn't see who was at right back. So Cedric, of course, was being linked with a move today, actually, to which team was it? Fenerbahce in Turkey. So interesting to see him starting. No Hector Bellerin again. So it'll be interesting. And no Joe Willock. So let's see if those two come on. It is free. You just need an ID. Okay, fair enough then. It's not live, Tainin. It's the game, I think, was at 12:30. They're just showing it live now. So we'll have to see. Here's Lokonga on the ball. It's nice. Good bit of play there. Finds Eddie and Nketiah. Why is Eddie starting so many games? Nuno Tavares, that is a poor pass. Tries to give it to Eddie on the overlap and gives it away. Forgive me, people. I'm not sure of the Watford team. I'm trying to look at some of their players who I recognise. But Willian rocking the double XL shirt. You know what? To be fair to Willian, I don't think his belly was like it looked in that picture. I think the chest thing that they wear to track their running stats and everything, I think they said that it slipped down and it was making his belly look bloated. So I let him off. I don't think he's as big as he looked. So we'll have to see. But interesting. This is the first time really I get a proper good look at Lokonga. See what he's about. Big up to everyone for tuning in as well. I know we've kind of whipped this up at the last minute. I had no plans of doing this. I was just going to watch it. A lot of you were saying do it. So we've just continued with a watch along now. Has that actually adjusted on YouTube, or is it showing up as the same thing? Because obviously I've got the same picture showing up, haven't I? So I don't know how that'll work. Yeah, I'm going to have to probably go on YouTube and adjust the title, but it is what it is, people. Man said bloated with steak, all that Salt Bay business, man. Ball over the top. Is that Aubameyang? Oh, what's it? Oh, dear, he's ran it out of play. Ober, I really hope he scores. On the rumours that I've been reading, I mean, I don't want to spoil the game for anyone. I don't know who scored the goals for Arsenal, but I saw a few people saying that Aubameyang did get one, so I really hope he does. Melbourne said, Curtis, why is Arteta persistent with Eddie? I don't get it. Is he trying to get him a move? Is he... I don't know what he's trying to do with Eddie. We can all see that Eddie's not that guy. Let me just change this title so people can jump in and see what's going on. I'll change the thumbnail at half time. Watford on the ball. We're pressing high. Let me save that. All right, there we go. So we changed the title anyway. Eddie is leaving. I'm just hoping they're playing him as a bit of a shop window to try and get him a move. Like Cap says here, putting Eddie in the shop window, it's all games to push up the price like we actually want him. I mean, Eddie's got a year left on his contract. So the club have got a decision to make on Eddie. You either play him or extend his deal. I think there is a little bit of interest from Palace. Maybe Patrick Vieira comes and does us a favour and buys him offers. We wouldn't mind that, I'm sure. So we'll have to see. I mean, Eddie's playing left wing today. I don't get it. I know we've got no Martinelli and no Saka, so we are a little shorter wingers at the moment. I'm sure Nelson will come on. Here come Watford on the attack. That is a good tackle. Who is that? It's Cedric. Very good tackle. There's a free shot there for the Watford player. I'm trying to figure out who these players are for Watford. I recognise a few of them. Eddie, the next Alexis Sanchez. Oh dear, I don't think he's quite the new Alexis in that sense. Maybe Alexis Sanchez dogs, but not Alexis Sanchez. I'm joking, Eddie, by the way. Corner to Watford. Corner to Watford. Yeah, the title has changed. Big up people for letting me know. I'm going to have to whip a quick thumbnail up. Ball over the top. Headed down. Here come Watford. Cleared away by Tavares. Good strength there. He does look like a strong player. And it's a corner to Watford. I really hope Arsenal don't concede from a set piece. Our set piece record's been awful in this. Eddie, man, I'm sorry, man. It's like I can't help but run a joke over him now. I shouldn't do it, man. If I ever seen him in the street, I'd be like, yo, my bad, man. Corner, whipped in swing, I headed away and cleared. Watford on the ball, comes back. Is that Tom Cleverley for Watford? Does he play for Watford? Looks like him. Cleared away. I think that's a throw-in. Nuno's dog or Alexis's dog? I mean, at least Alexis, from what we know, he only used to, walk the dogs. And I don't know, but Nuno Tavares goes a little bit further. Omid, it's not live now, it was 12:30, I think, kickoff. This is the first showing of it. The new big up South London's finest, man. He said the new set piece coach has started this week. Apologies. Let's see what this team is on now. Yeah, I can't remember his name, Jova or something. He's meant to be good, so let's see. King says Ben Foster GoPro content going to be fire. Oh, can't wait. Can't wait. I'm sure that'll come out sometime this week, and I'm looking forward to that. Ball whipped in, corner to Watford again, headed away. Get Swift, he said, every so often during your streams, I glance at Dennis behind you and my heart sinks. Reality is painful. It is, isn't it? When you go from these three, you know what I mean? Any one of them now in our team, just imagine the difference it would make. Omid said, thoughts on Varane to United from a Real Madrid fan. I got to be honest, I think it's a great signing. As an Arsenal fan, I'd love to banter Man United and say, oh, this, that, the other. But to me, I think it's a fantastic signing. I can't lie, man. I'm not biased. I think he's a great signing. I think next to Maguire could be really good for them. Unfortunately. Right. I'm just changing the thumbnail. Right, here come Arsenal on the ball. Interesting that Chambers is playing at centre-back. I actually think he's decent at centre-back. I think he could be better than the likes of Holding at centre-back. He just doesn't seem to get given the opportunity there. All right, here is Chambers on the ball. Plays out to Cedric at right back. Good little ball. Oh, no, he gives it away. He was looking for Pepe. I'm just going to be interested to see if the likes of Willock and Bellerin come on for the second half because they've hardly played. Where is the match? The match is at London Colney, Arsenal's training ground, literally next door to the Watford training ground. The Watford training ground was actually Arsenal's training ground. And Watford took that bit over and Arsenal moved next door. Yeah, London Colney. Varane will be exposed at United. Guaranteed flop. Interesting. Listen, time will tell. He might be a monster there. He might be brilliant. He might be terrible. Time will tell. Sports Genius, Big C, are you going back to games? Yeah, I would like to. I mean, I'm probably going to go this Sunday. Yeah, I'd like to. I'm not going to go every week. I want to stream and watch along some games. But obviously, with us not being at the Emirates for so long, it will be nice to go and see. Watford are getting a lot of the ball. I'm not going to lie. They are keeping the ball a lot. Big C, I hear a bid for Maddison is coming soon, but it's funny now. Rumours about Odegaard coming back. Yeah, maybe they don't want to spend that money on him, Is that Watford's training pitch right next to Arsenal's? You can see it in the video. I think it is literally the big hedges is the only thing that separates it. I'm not sure if that is. I know they are literally next door to each other. I'm not sure if it's that one over the hedge. Ball whipped in by Cedric. The keeper collects it. I don't think that is Ben Foster in goal, is it? So it'll be him second off. Gregory said, are we playing Watford or Dortmund? Yeah, Watford, man. They look decent. They're keeping the ball well. And they're on the attack here. Good tackle. Pablo Mari at centre-back next to Callum Chambers. Curtis, welcome to Arsenal, Ben White. Super Benny White on his way, man. Passed his medical today. Here's Eddie Nketiah into the penalty area. Left-hand side, cuts in Eddie Nketiah. Oh, my days, Eddie. Eddie. What a finish, lad. Bends it in the far corner, post and in. Do you know what? I tell you something. I've always rated that lad, Eddie Nketiah. I've never slandered him. I've never criticised him, and I have always rated him. Always. That's a great goal. That is actually a brilliant goal. Gets the ball on the left-hand side, cuts inside, bends it into the bottom corner, hits the post and goes in. I mean, Eddie. Call him, man. Call him. He's got credit on his phone again, man. Got that £10 top-up, man. EE settings is back. Eddie is Weetabix this morning. Yo, Eddie, man, fair play. We want 30 million. You know, Vieira, you want Eddie, we want 30. 99 dribbling on FIFA, man. Give Eddie a 7-year deal. It's a great finish. I'm shocked. You dirty little... Eddie, good finish. Good finish. Very good finish. Cuts inside off that left-hand side. Bends it into the far corner. And... yeah, that's a great finish. Lovely little finish. Here's Eddie on the ball again. Finds Nuno. Big Nuno Tavares. Or as apparently, what is it? Tavares. He gives the ball away there. Arsenal get back. No. Good finish by Eddie. 17 minutes gone. Eddie with the goal. Lovely finish. Lovely finish that. Yeah, we want 30 million at least, man. 30 million minimum now. Added 2 mil to his price tag, says Neil. MO7, the slander has made him top up his phone and play better. Man said, listen, man. Do you know what I'm saying? Just give me a £10 top up, EE, man. If they need to call me, I'm here. That's a good finish. I think that makes him one of the top goal scorers in pre-season with 2 goals. Sambi Lokonga, goes looking for Aubameyang. He goes just past him. Picasso is a genius. Yeah, man, he's painting some nice pictures, man. The paintbrushes are out. No more crayons, hopefully, this season for Artel. Show us the game, man, saying, listen, I would if I could, bro, but you know that's straight copyright business. Unfortunately, you can't do that. So the watch-along's the best I can do for you. Alexis type of goal it is. Left-hand side. Even, I would say, an Aubameyang type of goal. Off that left, cut inside, bend it into the far corner. You know, that was Aubameyang type of finish when he was on form. Original T, Eddie will get a 3-year deal now. It wouldn't surprise you, would it? He'll be getting serious praise in the press conference. But listen, you never know. You never know. Here he is again, Eddie, on this left-hand side. Goes for the little back heel, and he slices it. It didn't go right there. Lokonga has been tidy so far. Yeah, this will be a better test for him because, you know, a Premier League team. So it'll be a little bit... He looks comfortable on the ball. It looks like he likes to play the ball forward, which is always positive. I want to see progressive passing, man. I don't want to see, you know, that foolishness that we see sometimes with El Neni and that, always playing the ball backwards. I want midfielders that want to play the ball forward, you know, and give us an opportunity to get up the pitch. So, yeah, let's see in that sense how it works out with Lokonga. But Lokonga may have to start the season for Arsenal, you know. We're not really in a situation where we're blessed with midfielders at the moment. Ball over the top for Watford goes through to the goalkeeper, and Leno is back in goal. Good to see Leno back. You know, I know we've been critical of Leno at times, and me included, but, you know, when you have some of these other people in goal, it makes you think, you know what? You're not all bad, Leno. I wouldn't mind Leno in goal with some of the things that I've seen lately of these young goalkeepers. I know they're young, and I'm not discrediting them. They're going to need time, but they're certainly not looking like the finished articles in goal at the moment. So I think Leno will stay. I think he will stay, and we'll have to see what happens with him. But we do need another keeper. Here's Eddie on this left-hand side again, linking up with Aubameyang. You critical? Never. Nah, never, mate. I'm nice and easy going when it comes to these Arsenal players. We want Messi and Ronaldo in Arsenal and Guardiola as manager. Yeah, I mean, I'd take that. I think, that'd help us a little bit. Hi, bruv, can you put the score up? Yeah, I mean, I could put the score. How do you get the score? Oh, because I haven't even set up the thing. So, nah, I can put it at the bottom, whether that helps. I'll deal with it at half time. But we're winning 1-0 anyway. Madrid were looking at Lokonga, but then Valverde started to shine. Madrid went away. It's not bad, is it? Curtis, you think we can get Martinez? I mean, probably not, but we can always hope. It's the hope, innit? The way they say, it's the hope that kills you, man. So, but the hope keeps you involved, and optimistic that your team's going to get better. It's going to be interesting who starts the season at centre-back for Arsenal, because Pablo Mari seems to be playing. I think he's going to be the left centre-back. Gabriel is injured, so he's not going to start the season. But then you look at right centre-back. We've played Holding. We're now playing Chambers. Ben White should be complete in the next day or two. So who plays in that right centre-back role against Brentford? Big up AFC Steve. Look at the Arteta picture. Man said, kids playing in the park shouting, Nketiah! I'm still not sure we're quite at that point of people shouting his name out, but I'm sure he's making some sort of progress. Do you know what I mean? In that sense. So we'll have to see. Big up Harshaw. Thank you very much for becoming a member on the channel. Really appreciate your support. And thank you for becoming a member. And lots of content coming up for you guys and for everybody. It doesn't mean anybody who's not a member will be left out. Still have all your regular content. Nathaniel says, I don't know what he's trying to say. Gotham said, I'm working, Curtis, and watching you score. Please, 1-0 to the Gunners at the moment. Eddie and Nketiah bends it into the far corner. Quality finish. Ben said, Big C, I actually had a tour of London Colney 2 years ago, and Watford's training ground is literally a giant tent. Yeah, they've got a big dome. You know what? My son actually played there last year against Watford. It's a fantastic indoor dome as well. I think it's quite new. And then obviously all the training pitches. It is literally over the fence from Arsenal. They're next door. So, yeah, but Watford look tidy on the ball. I'm trying to see who these Watford players are because I haven't seen their team sheet. I know that Ismail Assar plays for them, who is a good player. I'm sure that's cleverly playing centre mid for them. I actually didn't know I didn't even know he still played football. Here's Tavares, finds El Neni. We keep the ball well there. Pepe not in the game is Reece Nelson. No, I think Nelson is on the bench. So I'm sure he'll come on in the second half. Pepe hasn't had the ball much. Nuno's been poor. He's been a little bit sloppy on the ball, to be honest. BG said, please read my comment, Curtis. Villa are signing Leon Bailey for 35 million. If they get him, are they ahead of Arsenal? I mean, have they signed him? I think it'd be a great signing for them. If they've got Buendia, Grealish and Bailey behind Watkins, that's a serious free. Here come Arsenal, Eddie and Nketiah again. Similar position. Oh, keeper saves it. Same sort of position on that left-hand side. Tries to bend it into the far corner and keeper saves it. Listen, I wouldn't say are Villa ahead of us. Buendia and Bailey, that adds a lot to them. It does. They've lost Ross Barkley, of course. No, I've got to stick by Arsenal and say they're not ahead of us, but we need to be careful. They could go ahead of us if we're not careful. Grealish has gone to City. I mean, the Grealish one baffles me a little bit. Not baffles me because he's a great player, of course, but I just feel like City need Kane more than they need Grealish. They've got great wingers. They got Sterling. They've got Bernardo Silva. They got Riyad Mahrez. They got Ferran Torres. They can play Foden wide. Do they really need to spend 100 million on Grealish? If I was them, I think the Kane signing is the much more needed signing for them. Greg said, thought I missed the stream, working in Ohio, but can't miss Big C. Big up, bro. We actually started this stream as our usual daily transfer update. But we're now doing a live watch along for the game as the people were requesting it. You know me, I'm a man of the people. You know, I don't want to let the people down. You want to watch along, we'll do a watch along. And I would have done one anyway, but Arsenal didn't let us know until the last minute that this game was being shown. So big up to everyone who's staying tuned in. I mean, we've got 1,200 people in here. That's amazing support. So thank you very much. Be nice and humble. Curtis, any chance I could invite you to my YouTube channel for a live stream? It's new, so your help would be appreciated. Hit me up on Twitter, bro. Curtis Shaw 9 on Twitter, number 9. Curtis Shaw 9 on Twitter. Hit me up, people. Follow me on Twitter. If you got any suggestions for the channel, you know, anything, anybody you want to see me work with, hit me up on Twitter. Follow me on Twitter. I want to get the numbers up on there as well. So yeah, just hit me up, man. People's champ. Yeah, you have to be a man of the people, you know. Watford on the ball, 25 minutes gone. They're keeping the ball well, Watford. Do you know what? At half time, I'm going to try and get their team sheet up as well because I got no idea who most of these Watford players are. Still 1-0 to Arsenal. Big up Buenos Aires. Goonie said, big up Curtis for the watch along. Big up, bro. Here come Watford on the attack, actually. Left-hand side of the Arsenal penalty area. Into the penalty area. Good tackle there by Cedric. Forced him back. I don't know who they are. I'm definitely going to have to get a team sheet up. 1-0 to Arsenal. Eddie scored. You didn't take my suggestion, Curtis. Topless first. Man said topless Thursday. Oh, dear. Favorite car? I like Lamborghinis, bro. Love Lambos, man. El Neni is a main piece of our midfield going into this season, or what? He can't be. It's got to be Thomas Partey, hasn't it? You know, and hopefully a new one as well to go alongside that. But we'll have to see. It depends what happens in the window. Still 1-0. Insta don't really use it, you know, too much. Check my super chat. Did I miss a super chat? Just shut up. Big up, bro. Oh, sorry. Apologies. Big up, Curtis. It's Nelson, not Pepe. Is that Nelson on the right? Have I got it wrong? Why did I think it said Pepe was starting on the right-hand side? I definitely got to get the team sheets up. But yo, Jay, appreciate for the super chat, bro. Big up Curtis Love from Cali. Big up Diego. Thank you very much for tuning in. Oh yeah, it's Nelson. Fair enough. I was thinking he ain't really doing much on the right. So Pepe, you know Pepe will cause havoc when he comes on. Man like Pete. Big C Eddie's auditioning for Watford. Yo, that could be a move for him. Could be a move. I think they were linked with him at one stage. And they probably need a striker. Lil open selling Renato for 30 mil. I mean, listen. You guys know my thoughts on that, man. I'm a fan of Renato Sanchez. Aaron Ramsey being linked with Liverpool, I can see as well on social media. Could potentially be a free transfer, it says as well. Juve desperate to get him off the wage bill. Here come Watford on the attack. Down this left-hand side. Little ball down the line. Tackled there. And that is Nelson. Yeah, you're right. How did I think that was Pepe? Willian's been quiet, hasn't done too much. Hey, Curtis, any recommendations in terms of adding tags to add to your own videos? See, I use TubeBuddy. It's a good app, and then that tells you tags that are very popular if you're doing an Arsenal video or whatever. And then it gives you a lot of the most popular tags. Oh, shot by Watford. Oh, just wide. So, yeah, check out TubeBuddy, a very good app to help on tags and things like that on YouTube. Yeah, make sure you hit the like button, people. If we can get 1,000, that would be great. I know we've switched it up a little bit. A lot of you may have come here for your transfer updates. We did do that for the first half an hour, but we've gone over to the watch along now. So appreciate you staying tuned in. We've still got 1,200 people in here. Subscribe if you haven't already. We need 390 subscribers to hit 30,000. So if we can hit that this week, it would be fantastic. Here's Aubameyang on the ball. I really want Aubameyang to score. I heard that he did actually score in this game, but I don't know if it's true or not. Salmon Rosso said, Lisboa, yo, Curtis, my cousin paid at Arsenal. Boamorte, you know, he's at Fulham now with Silva. You know what? I actually spoke to Luis Boamorte on Twitter. Was it on Twitter or was it email? I spoke to him. I tried to get him on the show during the first lockdown, and he did respond, actually, Luis Boamorte. I saw that he's now back at Fulham coaching, so big up to Luis Boamorte, man. Hopefully at some stage I get him back on the channel. Here's Eddie Nketiah. He's enjoying this left-hand side. He skipped him, skips the right back, pulls it back. Oh, blocked at the near post. He's doing well there. Is it True Buddy? Yeah, that's the one. That's the one. Baron said, best channel on YouTube. Appreciate it, bro. Thank you for the support. Maddison on his own or Odegaard and Aouar? Yeah, I'd have to take Aouar and Odegaard. Even though I like Maddison more, I think we need two midfielders. So I'd have to. I'm really liking this kit the more I see it. It's clean, man. I can't lie. It's a clean kit. It is nice. Cheers, man. No worries, man. Glower TV, shout out from Los Angeles. Big up from LA. Thank you for tuning in. Dino said, Big C suggestion for a video. Predict the entire 1 to 20 Premier League order. See at the end of the season how close you were. That's a good idea, you know. We could do that. Get you guys involved. You give me your predictions. We see who gets closest. Big up for that, man. I owe you 5% on whatever that video earns. Now, I appreciate that suggestion, man. We need to, because sometimes the transfers, it's really slow, and I want to do a few different things. Did you see Rooney's antics? It was a man. Do you know what? I did see, though, that Wayne Rooney's offered a trial to Jack Wilshere. So you may see Jack Wilshere at Derby County in the Championship. I'm sure he could do a job there. Here come Watford. Watford have had a lot of the ball, to be honest. They have had a lot of the ball. Again, Arsenal in midfield. I want to see Lokonga. He seems to keep his discipline well in the two. I just want to see a bit more of him on the ball, see how good he is. Curtis, would you ever get Nketiah on the show? Yeah, why not? Why not? I saw Nketiah the other day, actually, at AFTV. So, yeah, why not? I haven't had him on yet, actually. It'd be good to get some people on who I haven't really had on the show before, just for something a little bit different. So, no problem. Reece Nelson been listening to Bellerin too much, focusing on fashion instead of football. I mean, look, man, these players nowadays, they're brands as well. Their agents want them to be involved in the fashion and all these things and make money. So I can't knock players for doing it, but as long as it doesn't affect their football, but you never know what effect it's having. Curtis Bailey, Grealish and Buendia, or Saka, Pepe and Smith Rowe. That's a tough one, man, because I'm not going to lie. Grealish, that's a good three that they've got there, innit? Grealish, I mean, I'm going to stick with the Arsenal three, but if I'm being totally honest, that's a serious three, the Villa one. But I'm going to stick with the Arsenal one. Forget Villa, man. I've had enough of Villa slapping us up. Would it be acceptable if we finish fifth in the league with Arteta taking us forward? I think fifth would be considered a good season. Got to be totally honest, even though it would be disappointing to be that close to top four. You lot know. That's why I'm not answering. Yeah, say no more. I refuse to answer that question. I'm sick of these clubs coming in and overtaking us. Oh, my days. El Neni loses the ball in the penalty area. Is it going to be a goal to Watford? They've scored 1-1. Mohamed El Neni. Oh, my days. Gets caught in his own penalty area. I mean, do you know what? Sometimes, honestly, and I'm not being disrespectful, I don't mind seeing things like that happen in preseason, because sometimes managers get carried away with these players. You know, I'll have a good preseason. I'll keep you. I'll give you a new contract. The guy ain't good enough. He should have been sold in this window. And he's just made a glaring mistake. And I notice as well that they don't seem to want to replay it. Yeah, you don't want to replay it on the Arsenal website, do you? But that is shocking. Why do they not show replays? They show one of the goal, but they don't want to show it of this. El Neni in his own penalty area, dribbling around, gets caught. First shot saved, takes it round Leno, smashes it in. That is shocking. Like I said, man, expose it, because he's not good enough. And I can see people like him having good pre-seasons, Nketiahs, Willians, Bellerin's. These guys will have a good pre-season and end up getting a new contract. Poor play from El Neni there to get us a start of the attack. Comes deep to get the ball, which is clearly how Arteta wants us to play. Gets caught. I'm just looking at someone's actually showing a clip of it. Terrible. Oh, yeah, it's poor. It's poor. Man said El Numpty. He should be playing for Watford. Send him across the hedge as well. Here come Arsenal. Good feet. Nelson in the penalty area. Oh, gets tackled. It was a good little run there, but doesn't lead to anything. Wow, that's a poor mistake. He's going to get criticised. Big C, are you watching it? It's on the Arsenal website, Milo. Check that out, man. It's free for everyone to watch on there if you want to watch that. Nelson is a baller still. He's all right. He's got good feet. I don't think there's enough end product. That's the problem. With Nelson. Maybe he needs a loan. He stayed at the club throughout this season. I kind of feel like he should have maybe gone on loan as well. Who scored for Watford, bro? I honestly couldn't tell you. I could not tell you. Yeah, the game's on YouTube, man. Oh, is it on? Oh, it's on YouTube as well as that actual website, yeah? Big up Axe as well, by the way. Here come Watford. Shot. Oh, saved by Leno. Goes out for a corner. It's a strange game. It's got no atmosphere at the training ground. It's the players, as Kev would say. It's mad because Nelson as a youth was considered the better talent compared to Sancho. Development, first team football, maybe at 16, 17, he was the better player. But the development, Sancho came out of that comfort blanket, went to Germany, got first team football and thrived. Nelson actually went on loan to Germany, started well, but it just didn't happen for him. Watford with a corner, whipped in. Oh, he's kicked it against his own player. Volley about 12 yards out. Arsenal still don't look comfortable from set pieces. Even there, poor defending. Comes to their player about 12 yards out, and he's got a volley unmarked. When's Kev coming on? I think I'm going to try and get Kev on maybe the week before the Premier League season starts so we can look ahead. We'll have a little bit more insight into who we're signing, who we're getting in, and stuff like that. We'll do some predictions and that. It's a little bit quiet at the moment. It's the Arsenal Curtis, yeah, for real. Ben White is here. He will solve it. Well, we hope so. Don't think it's on YouTube. Oh, no, listen, I haven't got it up on YouTube. A few people have said that it's on there. King said, Curtis, I need a poll. No bias, please. Hazard or Alexis? I mean, if we're talking about in the Prem, for me, Alexis. And don't get me wrong, I'm me, people. I'm not biased. I love Hazard. I think at Chelsea he was exceptional, but he didn't have the weight of expectation that Sanchez had. Sanchez was carrying us at times. He scored against all the big teams. He was scoring more goals than Hazard. He was taking penalties, free kicks, his work rate. I just think Alexis was the better player. And you look at it now, Hazard's gone to Spain and flopped, completely flopped. Doesn't do that much for Belgium either, really. You look at Sanchez, he's won the Copa America with Chile, sorry. He did bits at Barcelona as well. He ripped up Italy with Udinese. I think Sanchez is the better player. Alexis all day long. Hazard went missing twice for 2 whole seasons. He did. He just took a year off under Jose. Just did nothing that year. Didn't he get 2 goals or something? Sanchez for me, bro. Sanchez. Don Arsenal said, Curtis, we need to get rid of Aubameyang. I'll reserve my judgment until the Premier League starts. At the end of the day, it's pre-season. He's not looking good in pre-season, and we know he didn't have a good season last year. I'm going to give him, 10 games maybe to start the season, 7, 8 games, 10 games. After that, then we can have a serious discussion. Maybe he has to get dropped. Curtis Sanchez was something else. What a baller. He was unbelievable. Hazard rocking that dad body in Spain. Man's loving that paella, man. He's loving the food and the life over there. Alexis could have had a statue or couldn't have had a statue. Could have, maybe, if he stayed and won something major. Ozil Miyang, man, are saying the contract, man, it's done him. It's weighing him down. Curtis, did you see Jack Wilshere interview with Sophie and Kev on the Ivory squad? He gave some real insight onto Wenger's management style. He mentions in one half-time team talk, Wenger got mad. Do you know what? I didn't see the whole show, but I saw some parts of it. It looked good. Did look good. I caught it a little bit later, so I didn't see all of it. But I liked how Jack Wilshere was being so open. And the way that he was talking. I think once players leave the club, they can do that. Good play there by Pablo Mari. See, what's interesting about this game, Watford are pressing us. See, there, look, Cedric caught on the ball. And this is where it worries me with Arsenal because, yeah, we've looked good against Rangers the other day and Millwall, who kind of both sat off us. But when we're getting pressed, we don't look as comfortable. Rising Baller said, Curtis, your bias is real. Hazard is clear and I'm a Liverpool fan. Listen, it's a debate, isn't it? That's what makes football so great. I genuinely believe that Sanchez is better than Hazard. His work rate was better than Hazard. He scored more goals than him. He took penalties and free kicks. He was in a worse team. You know, he's working off Giroud. Hazard had prime Diego Costa. He had Cesc Fabregas. He had absolute ballers around him, you know. I think Sanchez was better. Sanchez was banging goals in Europe for us, won the Copa America with Chile. Hazard has done nothing really with Belgium. He's done nothing at Real Madrid. You know, Sanchez did bits at Barcelona as well. And he did bits in Italy with Udinese. I think Sanchez is clear of Hazard, honestly. And that's not even me being biased. I'm just stating facts. Hazard had a year off under Mourinho, just decided he didn't like it and just sulked for a whole year. Did nothing, you know. I'm giving it Alexis, man. There's a reason that, you know, United, City wanted him, Barcelona bought him. The guy's a top quality player. Listen, Hazard at Chelsea was absolutely incredible. But for me, Alexis was slightly better. Ball whipped in. Here come Arsenal. Oh, Bamman was looking for Eddie there. Ball didn't quite get to him. Calm down. No, bro, I have to make my statement, man. You know what I mean? I have to, because I don't want people to ever think I'm just being biased. I think one thing you can see with me, I'm not biased when it comes to Arsenal, man. I will say what I think. But Alexis, man, different level for me. Different level. Do you see? I know away kit, very nice. I like it. I think it's out the week of the season starting. So we're going to have a little bit of time before it's out. There's an injury for Watford, so we're going to have a little break. I have to admit, Cedric doesn't look great in this game. El Nenny's been awful. Nuno has not looked great on the ball at left back, giving the ball away. But I do think that Lakonga looks decent. Eddie Nketiah looks lively on the left. I'm not going to lie. He might get himself a new contract. But yeah, let's have a look. Sanchez clear. You lot are off now, innit? Everyone's fuming now. Alexis better. Hazard carried Chelsea. Did he carry them? Diego Costa, Cesc Fabregas, Willian, dare I say it, when he was actually decent. He was their best player. There's no doubt about it. True Hazard became a fan. Alexis 100% better than Hazard. Miles, Spurs fan. Alexis better. Alexis Barry says, you don't know Hazard. I mean, I think I know him pretty well, to be fair. But we usually got the wrath of him, to be honest. He usually ripped us apart. You know, he had Coquelin doing backflips. But listen, I'm not taking anything away from Hazard at all. I think he's incredible at Chelsea. But Alexis, for me, mate, the numbers don't lie. Listen, they're not just numbers players. So I don't want to just say because Alexis scores more, he's better. But I just think he's better. Do you know what I mean? Let me just quickly look at the numbers because you lot are getting me going here. So at Arsenal, Alexis, man got 24 league goals in 16-17 and 10 assists. I'm done. I'm coming off the screen already. I don't need to see nothing more. I'm done. We'll call it a day there. 34 goal contribution for a left winger in the Arsenal team. Leave it alone, mate. He's different level. Good play there by Leno. Tavares gave him a dirty back. Mate, goals do matter. It's not just goals. I don't just want to make out like it's only goals, but come on. Alexis, fam, is levels, absolute levels. Matty Cash or Cedric? Matty Cash, bro. Matty Cash, a decent right back. Cedric is, let's face, listen, sometimes you just got to be real with it. Cedric was a second choice right back at Southampton. They allowed his contract to run down. We picked him up on a free. If we're trying to really be levels, get back in the Champions League, Cedric Suarez, Hector Bellerin, Callum Chambers, neither one of those three are good enough to be at right back for Arsenal for a full season. None of them. You know, they're squad players at best. Oh, long ball there. Poor touch from Nuno. Marvin, no, trust me, man, Hazard, it's not even disrespect. And this is what happens. When someone says, who do you think's better out of the two? And you say one, people think you don't rate the other one or you're disrespecting it. I genuinely think Hazard was unbelievable at Chelsea. Let me get that clear. He was incredible. One of the best wingers in the Premier League. But if you're asking me to compare him to Alexis, I believe Alexis is better. And I just gave my reasons why. Scores more, works harder. Done it on the big stage in terms of Copa America and, you know, things like that. Done it. It was big at Barca, big at Udinese, huge at Arsenal. You know, even last year, I think. I don't know how many games he played for Inter, but he won the title last year with Inter. So, yeah, for me, better player. Here come Arsenal. Tavares gets into the penalty area. Ball's deflected. It's a scrappy game, I tell you that much. Chambers is a solid backup. Yeah, he's all right. He's all right. He's nothing special. And the halftime whistle goes, people. There is the halftime whistle. I will be back. I'm going to take a quick 2-minute break because I wasn't prepared for this. I need to get a drink. I need to open the window. And I'll be back in 2 minutes, people. Bear with me. Arsenal lead 1-0. Eddie and Nketiah will be back for the second half. Smash a like on the video and subscribe, people. Yes, people, we're back. We're back. Half time. 1-0 to Arsenal. Eddie Nketiah with the goal. We got a drink now. The window's open. We're prepared, man, for the second half. I'm just looking on social media at the just trying to get the scores and not the scores, the actual team sheet. So Nuno Tavares for me. 1-1, sorry, apologies. Nuno Tavares. Looks defensively a bit suspect. Going forward, he looks like a bit of a tank, but defensively and on the ball in possession, he worries me, man. If he's getting, I'm thinking of right wingers in the Premier League now. You're going to play against probably, Jadon Sancho. You may have like a Ziyech at Chelsea or a Mahrez. You know, he's very good going forward, this Tavares, but defensively, he worries me. There looks like a bit of a lack of quality on the ball. He played a back pass there to Leno and the ball's bouncing back to him. I just thought he's got to do better than that. Yeah, apologies, 1-1. I thought it was 1-0 still, 1-1. It's not the most exciting games. Aubameyang again in that first half. Didn't get on the ball much, very quiet. I've seen some people saying that Aubameyang scored in this game, which I really hope is true. Oh my God, they're showing you a replay of the El Neni mistake. It is absolutely shocking. Absolutely shocking. Oh my, there's actually two people there. The guy actually takes it off him. There's another guy behind him waiting to take it off him. King said in his interview, I'm assuming Tavares, all he said was his attack. All he said was his attacking abilities. And at the time we said that. We goes, hang on a minute. This guy's talking about shooting and running forward. He doesn't mention marking players or tackling or anything. No. Jimbo said, Arsenal 11, Leno, Cedric Chambers, Marie, Tavares, Lokonga, El Neni, Willian, Nelson and Nketiah, Aubameyang. I tell you one thing. I know we should win this game. Apparently we do. But we need more quality in this team, man. There's not enough. There's not enough there. I know we got Thomas Partey. Looking at that, you would still bring in Thomas Partey, Saka, Pepe. Do you know what I mean? There's still a few. Obviously, Ben White and Gabriel when he's fit. But we still need more. Because some of these players that are playing this game, they're going to play throughout this season. I'm looking at that Tavares thinking, well, Kieran Tierney's a little bit injury prone. If this guy has to play 10 games in a row in the Premier League, I think we've got a problem, you know? But we'll have to see. Big up Sam Valor with a super chat. Thanks for the comment, bro. He said, I think you like Alexis' mentality and heart over Hazard's. Because based on skill, Hazard is clear. Better create a dribbler plus more goal assists in the Premier League. With the goals and assists thing, I'm pretty sure that Hazard played in the Premier League for longer than Alexis. So naturally, you know what? I've seen a season there where he's actually doing a madness. 18-19, he got 16 goals, 15 assists. That's crazy. But then you see other seasons, 4 goals, you know? So this is the problem. He had a year where he just down tools. The other years he was good. Listen, I love both players. It's an argument. No, I'm not going to be able to change your mind and you're not going to be able to change mine. And this is what's beautiful about football. We don't have to, there's no right or wrong answer in that sense. You can like Hazard more, I can like Alexis, but no one's right, no one's wrong. You've got your reasons, I got mine. They're both great players. But Alexis, mate, he's got those international trophies, you know? Let's have a look. Messi better than Ronaldo? Yeah. I would agree with that. Messi's a more complete footballer than Ronaldo. I love Ronaldo's temperament, but Messi's just different level. Just a different level. Now he's got the international trophy. No one can talk to him, really. Abdi said, Curtis, big up. I was off work the other day, was binge watching your videos from last season. My favourite was your reaction to us losing at home against Wolves. You were proper angry towards Arteta. Do you know what? I wish... It's what I'm trying to do at the moment is learn how to edit a little bit better and stuff. But I wanted to do like a best bits from the watch-alongs because someone sent me a few clips of some watchalongs, and I'm like, yo, I can't believe I was acting like that, because I'm a very calm person. And when I'm watching these things back, I'm like, yo, I actually look like a madman how I'm going on there. Like, I can't believe that Arsenal get those kind of reactions from me. Which I don't know. It says a lot about Arsenal, but yeah, I may do a best bits video of the watchalongs, man. Some of the reactions are crazy. I remember one of the videos, I knocked the laptop off, the internet wire came out, and it all went crazy. Oh, good point, Social DRG. Get the timer ready for the restart. I could actually do that, but then I haven't even done the badges. No, I'm not doing it. I won't even have the right badges up. Can I do it quick? Nah, I'm not even going to do it. It will take me about 5 minutes to do it, so I'm not going to bother. I have to put the badges up on Photoshop and all of that. Do you know what I mean? Arsenal make people crazy. Yeah, 100%. They drive people nuts. What's that saying? Defo got the angry ball in it. I'm telling you, man, they make you angry, but like emotional at the same time. When we lost to Villarreal, I was devastated. I couldn't believe it. Forgive me, people. I'm eating sweets, man. I haven't ate for hours. I was only planning on doing a 45-minute stream. It's going to be over 2 hours. You should do a clips channel. I've just seen this thing, obviously, on YouTube now where you can put clips up for like 30-second little videos. I suppose it's like Instagram stories, but on there. So I may have to do some stuff like that. Curtis the sweetie, man. Yeah, I'm telling you, man. I was planning on making food after the stream, so I've been delayed. I need a little sugar intake. Oh, here we go. Australian Chelsea boy. I think I know what's coming here. Curtis, what are you smoking, bro? Comparing anyone to Hazard. Give us some whatever you... Bro, Hazard's good, but come on. Like, is he untouchable? No, he's a great player. He was a great player at Chelsea, Hazard. He wasn't great for Real Madrid, and he hasn't really been great for Belgium. I'm looking at an entire career. Sanchez was very good at Udinese, very good at Barca, incredible at Arsenal. Man United, he was shocking. Inter Milan, I haven't really seen him. I think he's a little bit washed now. And he done bits for Chile as well. It's opinions, innit? It's opinions. I will drop a like now for the watch along. Hey, big up, man. Appreciate that. Anyone who's tuning in, I appreciate you dropping likes on the video and stuff. It just helps the algorithm and stuff like that. And I want to hit this 30K sooner rather than later, people. I think we're at now. What we at? I'm just checking. We need about 330. So we got about 60 in this video. So big up to everyone. We're on nearly 500 likes. So if we can hit 1,000 likes, would be much appreciated. Brandon said, big up Big C and the guys in chat. I've been on a night shift, 12 hours a day, missed 2 streams, but caught up again. Listen, first of all, that work rate, mate, I have to salute it. Anybody, you're working half your living day at work, 12 hours, man, it's serious work. So big up to you on that. And appreciate you tuning in, bro. Hope you're well. Hope you're safe over there in South Africa. Hope things have calmed down a little bit. And oh my days. I've just looked up and seen Runarsson in goal. I'm actually in shock. How is this guy getting any kind of game time? Oh my days. Runarsson is back. I can't believe it. I can't believe this guy's getting football again. I looked up, I thought, Leno, give him 90. No, what are these men on? These men are wiping down the camera. What kind of stream is this? I just seen a hand go in front of the camera with a cloth and start wiping down the camera. What kind of madness are Arsenal doing, man? $7.99 they were probably charging for these games. Is that Foster in goal? That's not even Foster in goal. Nah, man. Nah, what are Watford doing? You're denying us an epic YouTube video later in the week, man. Cycling GK. He's not even in goal for the second half. Lacazette's on. I mean, I heard Aubameyang scored. He's come off. So another game without Aubameyang scoring, man. Jeez. Renarsson's in goal. Pepe's on. Thomas Partey's on. Lacazette's on. Kieran Tierney's on. I can't see the rest of it. Again, no Joe Willock. And I can't see if Bellerin's on. I can't see right back. Well, Aubameyang has come off. So a lot of people were saying Aubameyang had scored. Man said Ben Carlin in goal instead, not Ben. Yo, leave them lager jokes out, man. Aubameyang is washed. Don't. You lot are trying to draw me out, get me dissing Aubameyang. Bellerin's actually at right back. Rob Holding's come on as well. Cedric and Chambers, I think, are off. Looks like Pablo Mari is still on. Apparently had a 45-minute clean sheet. Oh, man. Man said the geezer spat on the screen and wiped it down. Yo, I don't know what kind of madness Arsenal are dealing with, man. What are they doing? Man's hands just come on the screen and a cloth. Man's wiping down the screen, bro. It's mad. Still 1-1. Still 1-1 at the moment. Only Arsenal in it. You know, like I say, if it makes sense, Arsenal won't do it. You know, these men are wiping down the camera screen during a stream. A good job they didn't charge, man, for this. You know, I'll be going mad. So, yo, man, you think man paid $7.99 for a man to start wiping down the screen? You know what I mean? What kind of madness? Oh, dear me. It's all mad. Arsenal, man. The gift that keeps on giving. Becky B in the cup, man. Obviously, he ain't leaving yet. Here's Kieran Tierney. Eddie on the overlap. Aubameyang needs a goal. They need to arrange a friendly against like Boreham Wood or something so we win 8-0. Just so Aubameyang scores. Call right now. Ball whipped in by Bellerin and Nketiah heads it wide. Yeah, they need to play Boreham Wood next week, man. We need a 8-0 win, and just so Aubameyang can score. Big up One Rovers Vlogs. Big up Curtis. Keep smashing the content. Thank you very much. All the best with your channel as well. Big C is an Arsenal better than Ramsdale. I don't know if an Arsenal's better than anyone. I don't know if he gets in, a Friday night Power League team. I don't know if he gets in that. He is bad. He is bad. We're playing Watford reserves. I mean, I honestly can't. I don't recognize this Watford team. I know a few of their players from the vlogs and stuff. Ben Foster. I don't recognize these, man. So maybe they've just chucked their reserve team in. Curtis recording on his phone vibes. They were the days, man, the early days. I went from holding the phone in my hand. Then I got a little tripod for £3. Some little plastic tripod. It was proper shaky. Wasn't good. And then I just used to hold that. And that was it. That was it. But, we move forward. We move forward. Oh, great ball. Pepe, Willian. Oh, Pepe! Oh, volleys it wide. I thought he scored, man. Jeez. Good little side. Good play by him and Willian. If Willian keeps playing well, you know what's happening there, innit? He ain't going nowhere either. Muhammad T said, Curtis, you got my vote. Thank you very much. As I said, links in the description. I'm not going to keep repeating it, actually, because I don't want you to get bored of hearing it. But as you know, I'm in for best new content creator. And the link's in the description. You just go on best new content creator, type in Curtis Shaw TV and bish bash bosh. Big Kev would say Renarsson is not that bad. It's the gloves, Curtis. It's the gloves. Here's Willian. Oh, it's a poor pass. Man said, calm down. You're watching it on repeat. But you know what it is? Some of the people that I was reading had scored are not on the pitch. I heard Aubameyang scored. He's been dragged. So obviously, I'm waiting to see who got the goals. I hope Pepe scores. It's the power of the shot. Something like that. Maybe the ball's pumped up too much, Yeah, Kieran Tierney on at left back. So we made quite a few changes, actually. Holding's on. Pablo Mari is still on. Is Willian on the right-hand side. Finds Bellerin. Thomas Partey. Is Willian on the right. Good little step over. Bellerin's made a silly run there. He can't get the ball to you there. Willian finds Hector Bellerin. Willian hat-trick is back on. I mean, people were trolling saying Willian scored a hat-trick, but it's still on, man. We don't know. There's still 3 more goals, so you never know. It's the goalpost. Yo, I think Kev actually likes the banter now. I think at the start he didn't like it. But yeah, we'll have to see. Anthony said, you've come a long way since giving post-match interviews on AFTV. Rated you from then, G. You've fully grown into this YouTube career. You, DG, and Leo, the only Arsenal YouTubers I rate on Watch. Hey, big up, man. Appreciate your support. And listen, like I say, there's a good, big community out here. Lots of people making good content. So, you have options. I think that's what's so great about YouTube. And that's why I think YouTube is taking over TV, because you want to watch what you want to watch. TV is still kind of forcing you to watch set things. A good run there from Pepe. Lokonga had a poor first touch just before that, although Pepe's overran it. Pepe will destroy the Prem this season, says Mustafa. I hope so. Jake said wet pitch. It's the rain, Curtis. It's the rain. Brandon says Brook the neck, Renarsson. Oh, man, Renarsson, he's terrible. Icelandic international. I said I don't think he's played for Iceland, the country. More like Iceland, the supermarket, mate. God, boy. I don't know how this guy got a move to Arsenal on 40 grand a week. Genuinely one of the worst goalkeepers I've ever seen at Arsenal. What the scout was thinking when he looked at this guy, I will never know. Collab with Lee Judges. Yeah, do you know what? After this today, I'm gonna send some messages out to a few people, get a few collabs going, because I've got to admit the transfer stuff's getting a little bit quiet at the moment. Obviously, I hope it livens up and we get some more players out and get some new players in. But I don't want to just keep banging on about that. I feel like every day it's like Maddison, our Ben White, and I don't want you guys to feel shortchanged with the content, So I think I am going to do some collabs as well. Boreham Wood, we used to play them every pre-season. Yeah, Boreham Wood and Barnet. We always used to play them. I don't know what's changed. Camille, thank you for the super chat. Chelsea is in need of a striker. Giroud has gone. Would take Aubameyang in a heartbeat to school all the disrespect he's getting for one bad season in his whole career. Listen, man, we're a different bunch of fans, Arsenal, man. We're emotional. We've suffered a lot over the last decade or so. So that, Arsenal fans can't put up with it. But listen, I think Aubameyang definitely deserves another, I'd say season, but if he has a bad 10 games, then you've got to look at it and maybe play someone else, whether that's Lacazette, whether you bring Martinelli up front, whether you sign a new striker. But we're in such a bad position. We can't afford our main striker on 300 grand a week to not hit the back of the net. Chelsea have got enough quality that Werner's had a bad season, but the goals came from other areas. So it is what it is. But I appreciate your comment. Free kick whipped in. That's a terrible free kick, blocked at the near post. Is Hector Bellerin. Interesting that Bellerin's involved now. Does it mean his move to Inter Milan is off? Is he going to end up staying at Arsenal? Joe Willock being linked with this move to Newcastle. He hasn't come on at half time. Didn't play the last game either, so maybe he is on his way out. Still 1-1. Still 1-1. Echo said, Chelsea fans speaking sense. World's gone mad. Listen, we got a good community here, man. A lot of fans of different clubs in the chat, which I like, man. I want it to be open chat, not just narrow it down to Arsenal. Get different opinions. Jamar said Bellerin needs to leave. I think it is time for him to be moved on so we can get a new right back. But someone's got to pay the money for him and pay the wages. He's on 110 grand a week, and he's not particularly proving that he's worth anything more than that. Lee Judge has got his own channel now. Yeah, I'm waiting for the invite off the Judge, man. I ain't had the invite from him yet, but he did say he'll get me on there at some point. So maybe I'll try and get him back on here in the meantime. Cooney D said, I was in the gym. Curtis, how is the game? Which player is performing? No one's been outstanding for us, I've got to be honest. Eddie's probably been one of our best players. He's been dangerous on that left. Pepe's just come on. Laka's come on. Aubameyang wasn't great again. Was quiet. Didn't get on the ball much. I didn't even see him have a shot. But as I said, we'll have to hope that once the season starts, it's a different story. I've seen players before score 4 or 5 goals in pre-season, and when the season starts, they can't score. So I'm hoping the other way around. Aubameyang's playing poor. Let's hope once the season starts, he starts banging goals in. So we'll have to see. Let's have a look what you're saying. What about Saeed TV? I've been on Saeed's channel. He's been on mine. We'll have to try and get him back on as well. He's very, very happy at the moment with United, obviously getting Varane and Sancho, 2 great signings. So big up School Foggery in here, man. I hope you're well, bro. He said one word, Sanogo. Yo, man said Sanogo. You know, it's amazing the slander that Aubameyang's starting to get in it. People forget real quick in football what you've done. You know, you have two and a half good years, and that people are like, I don't care, man. What have you done lately, man? What have you done for me lately? You know, 4 goals v Benfica in pre-season. I remember that game. Emirates Cup slamming goals in all over the place. You know, next minute the man couldn't do anything. Yaya Sanogo, man. I remember when we signed him, I went on YouTube. I said, "Raw, this guy's lobbing keepers, scoring volleys. This guy's going to be a world beater." And we all know the postman didn't do too much at Arsenal, did he? Pepe gets fouled. That is a terrible tackle. Free kick to Arsenal. Rants, yeah, it'd be good to work with Rants. Obviously, he's been on the Talk is Cheap with us on AFTV. I haven't had him on here yet. But yeah, big up Rants. Big up the Mexican Goon. I hope you're well. I agree with this, and I honestly do. I know it's not an excuse, but I do think the crowds will lift Aubameyang. I believe some players thrive off having a crowd full of fans and that noise and that support. And I do think Aubameyang is one of them players, because you've seen when he scores, you know, he does the front flip. Sometimes he jumps into the crowd. He really embraces the fans. So I do think Aubameyang will enjoy having the fans back in the stadium. King said, I would take Lacazette at Chelsea. We need a striker and you're not getting Haaland. Yeah, I mean, he's a good player, Lacazette. It's just a shame he doesn't score as many goals, you know, because his all-round game is good. Free kick. Thomas Partey. Oh, it's blocked. I mean, this camera works pretty shoddy. Didn't even keep up with the ball. Lokonga finds Tierney, whips it in. Keeper comes and collects it. Oh, my days. What is going on there? The goalkeeper came out there to throw the ball out. It all of a sudden gets whacked over the head by Rob Holding. Is that still not Ben Foster? I don't think it is Ben Foster, is it? They're actually going to deny us an epic vlog there of Ben Foster, not even coming off the bench. I'm telling you, the goalkeeper glitched. I thought I was watching FIFA, and it just got caught in the Matrix for a second. Send Bellerin and 50 million to Inter for Lautaro. I mean, listen, if they want him and we want Lautaro Martinez, why not? I don't think that deal's going to happen, but we could try. Thanks for the information, Curtis. I think if you bring on one from AFTV, maybe Robbie, James, or Turkish would get you easily 500 subs. I mean, listen, do you know what? I haven't had Robbie on for a few months, so I might have to get him on before the season starts. So I know he gets very busy. James, I haven't had on the channel yet. I haven't had him on. Turkish, I've had on a few times, although not for a while. So yeah, we'll get some people on, man. Definitely, we need to hit that. We need to hit that 30k this week, man. We're close. We need about 300 more subs, and we'll get there. Offer the cameraman to Inter. Yo, this cameraman, I don't know what he's doing. Pretty shabby camera work. I like Fran on the channel. Yeah, me and Fran, I mean, we did a show yesterday on his channel. So maybe next week I get him back on here. So I'll be doing plenty of shows with Fran. He's good, very good. Knows his stuff as well, people. And he's close to 1,000. I think he's about 120 off 1,000. So that'll be a great start for him. Invite Laurie. Yeah, I mean, I'm doing the Talk is Cheap show tomorrow. So, yeah, I could get him on. Get Dan Potts and Lee Judges. Yeah, I ain't had Dan Potts on for a while. Arsenal on the ball. Thomas Partey. I have to admit, Partey's looked good in pre-season. Looks calm. Looks a little bit fitter. You know, last season I felt like he was carrying a lot of injuries. Never looked fully fit. But looks a lot sharper this pre-season. William finds Pepe. Finds Bellerin. Here's Thomas Partey. Here's Lokonga. Finds Tierney on this left-hand side. Goes down the line. Gets out pace there. And good defending by the Watford right-back, and they clear it. Thoughts on Leon Bailey to Villa? I mean, listen, if they get him for 30 million, when I think a year ago, was it? He was being linked with Chelsea for like 70 million pounds. So all of a sudden, you're getting him 40 million pounds cheaper. And I think An attacking three of Buendia, Grealish and Leon Bailey is a dangerous front three. Obviously, they've got Watkins up front as well. So Villa are building. They're getting better every season. You need Saeed back on the channel. That guy's something else. He is literally TV or YouTube gold, isn't he? He's so funny as well. Yeah, he's quality, man. Cameraman plus Gunnosaurus for Latoro. Stick Bella in him. We got ourselves a deal. Do you know what I mean? Willian with the corner. Keeper collects it. It wasn't a bad corner, but keeper did well. Just got the new away Inter shirt. Hopefully, Hecky B won't ruin it. Is it? I saw their home shirt. The new Inter home shirt looks very nice, I thought. The away shirt, is that the white one with like a snake pattern on it, I think? These new kits that are coming out lately, man, they're going crazy, aren't they? It's like the wilder, the better. Here's Nicolas Pepe. Great ball out wide to Tierney. Slightly overhits it. Tierney keeps it in. It's got Willian here. Inside to Willian. Good little ball. Good play by Partey. Willian whips it in. Keeper takes it. Good play there. Villa owners are loaded. They have got money, but the Arsenal owners are loaded. They just don't spend it. Saeed, you get me. He loves that, innit? That's his little Manchester thing. NBA said, Curtis, I'd love you to do something with rants. Yeah, listen, it'd be good to do something with rants. I get on well with him, so it'd be good. Omar said, come on, Arsenal. Prem winners 2021-22. Here we go. Yeah, not quite, but we can dream, right? Villa are going to do bits with that 100 million for Grealish. It's mad because I think City need Kane more than Grealish, but I can see them getting Grealish ahead of Kane because I think Kane's going to be more expensive. I mean, they've rejected 100 million already. Apparently, they want 160 for him. So I don't think Manchester City will pay 160 million for him. He's 28 as well. Where Grealish at 100 million, I think they can do that. But like I keep saying, I don't know if Manchester City desperately need Grealish. They got Sterling on the left. They got Ferran Torres who plays on the left. And then on the right, they got Mahrez and Bernardo Silva. I don't see the desperate need to spend 100 million on Grealish, even though I do rate him. I think they need a striker a lot more. Kingsley said, would love to see expressions on here. Don't think I have before. And again, I get on well with X. It would be good to get him on here as well. He did say he would come on, actually, when he wasn't as busy. So I'll have to reach out to him and try and get some of these guys on. And when the season starts, everyone's really busy. So I'll try and get some of these... collabs going. Richard said, Big C, what's Fran's channel address? I was going to listen yesterday, but didn't know where to go. It's FFTV. So type that in and have a look. I think sometimes you have to scroll down a bit. FFTV and have a look for him. I'll probably do a show on his channel every other week and maybe get him on mine every week. So we'll do something. X is a laugh a minute. He's another one, man. Comedy gold. There is an injury at the moment, so the players are having a short water break. We've got substitutions happening. Smith Rowe is on. Kolasinac is on. Maitland-Niles is on. Aziz is on. He's cut off his dreads. He had long dreads last time I saw him. Man's had that trim. Who's coming off? Eddie Nketiah, Pablo Marie. Who is that coming off? Willian and Lokonga have all come off. So, again, seeing Kolasinac and Runarsson on a pitch for Arsenal is not a pretty sight, I'll tell you that much. But we'll have to see. Leander said Arsenal offered 23 million over 2 years to Sergio Ramos. He went to PSG for less. Yeah, naturally he would. Money isn't everything to these guys. Sergio Ramos is a multi-millionaire. Even if Arsenal offered him more than PSG, you're going to go to PSG, you know, for Champions League, to play with Neymar, to play with Mbappe, you know. So, yeah, I can understand. Great to see Aziz come on. Young player, highly rated. Let's see how he gets on. Anthony said, did you and Fran play together at pro or semi-pro level? So me and him played together at semi-pro level, but we played against each other at pro level. So, yeah, there's a bit of history there between me and Fran. But, yeah, make sure you go and subscribe to his channel. Lokonga coming off for Aziz. I want to see what Aziz is about. It's interesting that Ainsley's getting a lot of football, and I don't know where he's playing either. He's pushed quite high. Partey with the ball out wide. Here's Bellerin. Good play. Smith Rowe. They've got an overlap here. Here's Pepe. Partey. Oh, it's blocked. His shot's blocked by it hits Lacazette. I still think Partey hasn't scored for us yet. He's due a goal. Would you take Martial at Arsenal? Yeah, all day long. Here come Watford. Shot. Ooh, just wide. Drills it across the keeper. Yeah, I would take Martial at Arsenal. I know he hasn't really tore the place up at Man United, but I still think he's a top player. Arsenal Academy Ultra said, Aziz, hopefully we can see Amari in the team in the next 2 years. I mean, it's nice seeing these academy players get into the first team. That's what it's all about, you know. I love Chris from Redman TV. Is hilarious. I've never worked with them. Pepe gets into the penalty area. It's a good tackle there. Aye! Gives him the little dummy, but don't go. See, this is the thing with Pepe sometimes. I think when he gets the ball, he goes at people too slow sometimes. He always stops and then tries to go past. Where sometimes you want to see him just run at people, do the skill while he's running. K. Anwar said, Curtis, bro, your views on Liverpool trying to get Traore and Chiesa. I think Klopp wants to add another option to that attacking lineup. You know, Mane and Salah. I think Mane's close to 30 now. Mane, I think he's about 20 now. Yeah, Mane, not Mane. I want to talk about. Yeah, Mane, I think he's about 28, 29. So he probably wants to add. I think with Traore, because there was so much hype around him the year before, you can probably get him a lot cheaper this year because he wasn't great last season. Chiesa, I think, is a baller, but I don't think there's any way that they'll allow him to leave Juventus. So maybe Traore will be easier. Vivek said, Big C, Chelsea fan, and you banter Tammy like Arsenal in the top 4. Too much Tammy hate, and he is decent for a top 6 or 7 team, except where Arsenal is. Number one, I will not accept where Arsenal are, right? We are there, but I'm not going to accept it. I want more. Number 2, we have to buy players that can take us out of that situation. I don't believe Tammy Abraham takes us out of the top 6 or 7 or 8 up into the top 4. So whilst I don't think Tammy is an awful player, I don't think he is good enough to elevate Arsenal. That's just my opinion, but it is what it is. I don't see many Arsenal fans that want him to come to us. Let's put it that way. Ball whipped in. We're getting the ball out wide a lot. Just can't quite pick up or pick out that nice cross. Ruben said Juventus are in big financial trouble. They need to sell. So is Barcelona and Real Madrid. It's a foul on Lacazette, corner of the penalty area, free kick. Who's better, Mane or Salah? I always felt that, is that a penalty to Arsenal? It's a penalty to Arsenal, yes. Come on. Good play there by, I think that's Ainsley Maitland-Niles. Was that Ainsley? Ainsley's rocking the low socks as well, like Smith Rowe. Penalty to Arsenal. Lacazette picks the ball up. Good play there by Ainsley Maitland-Niles into the penalty area. Gives a little shimmy to the defender and takes it past him, and it is a penalty. Just to answer your question quick. See, I always used to think Mane was better than Salah, to be honest. But he had a really bad season last year. So Salah's getting close to him, maybe overtaking him because of the goals. But I always felt like Mane was the better footballer. Penalty to Arsenal. Alexandre Lacazette. Here we go. Can he finish this? Lacazette. Slow run up. Sends the keeper the wrong way. 2-1 to the Gunners. Lacazette. Another goal in pre-season. Goes straight to Ainsley Maitland-Niles, who won the penalty. And I've said this a few times. I said this earlier on as well. I don't want to get carried away with Lacazette because scoring goals in pre-season is not like scoring goals in the league. But we seem to look a better team with Lacazette up front than Aubameyang. And it's baffling me because I think the style of football that we're playing suits Lacazette up front more than it does Aubameyang up front. Watford are making changes, and I'm sure they're bringing youngsters on. I'm pretty sure this isn't even their first team players who they're bringing on. These guys look like young players, so maybe because the game was arranged at the last minute, Watford are not going full strength. Camille, thank you for the super chat, bro. Said, I think Tammy is made much worse than he is. He don't suit our style of football, but we would be sad to see him go. At the same time, for 40 million, I will drive him myself. You see the contrast, Camille? On one hand, I'd be sad to see him go, but for 40 mil, you're going to put him in the car and drive him, innit? So it is what it is. I think Skullfuggery said it there. Like, to me, he's at Everton. He's a Crystal Palace. He's a... I don't know. I don't want to be disrespectful to those teams, but I don't see him on our level. I just don't, even though we are struggling. Mr. Cool Bus Driver, this is why I say bring in Edouard. I mean, he's 18 million quid. I'm surprised we're not looking at him. But as I said a few times, I think Lacazette will be at Arsenal next year. I don't think he will leave. So I don't think Arsenal will buy a striker. Alexander said apparently Watford played yesterday. That would explain it then. This is probably their fringe players that aren't getting in the team and youngsters, which is why Ben Foster's not in goal as well. So 2-1 to Arsenal at the moment, 19 minutes to go. We had no plans of doing a watch along. I came on here. This was simply a transfer update video. Then Arsenal put out that this game was going to be streamed at 3 o'clock on the website, and people were saying stream it. So we've just adjusted. The first half an hour is transfers, and then it leads into the watch along. So, we'll have to see with that. Aubameyang provides nothing to the team when he's not scoring. Anyone thinking he's going to replicate his 2019 form is deluded. Big up C. Aye, London Shaff ain't having none of it. I think a lot of people are starting to feel like that with Aubameyang. If he's not scoring, he doesn't do much else. And I think nowadays people want strikers that can score goals and provide things to their team. Can you assist? Can you hold the ball up? Can you bring other players into play? Will you press from the front? So I think this is where the problem is with Aubameyang at the moment. SJ said Watford played Stevenage yesterday. So there you go. So this is basically a Watford reserve team. So I'm not going to get overly carried away that we're winning the game. Ben Foster is not going to upload a vid. It's sad. He's going to have some vlog against Stevenage when a day later he could have had Arsenal. Are you going to the Chelsea game on Sunday, bro? I do have a ticket available there if I want it. I haven't made my mind up yet whether I'm going to go to it or not. I'll have to wait and see whether it's worth it, really. Big up Alfred with a super chat. Mane is complete. More complete player than Salah. Better at 1v1s, tracking back and assisting. Salah is a better finisher. But Mane creates all four. I do agree in the sense that I think Mane has a better all-round game than Salah. But I just think Salah is a supreme goal scorer. A good play there by Pepe, and that's a foul. So, yeah, I think Mane is a more complete player. But Salah as a goal scorer is vicious. He just scores all the time. Personally, I prefer Mane. I got to be honest. Everton, West Ham, etc. Your level now. Deal with it. Yeah, no, listen. I'm not denying you. That's where we're at. But it doesn't mean you have to stay there. You have one big summer, get the right players. You can quickly get away from them. So, little scrap there. Player squaring up to Tierney. It's all kicking off, squaring up to him and everything. It's all going off, eh? Don't mind that. We don't mind that. A bit of fire in the belly. It happens in football, man. They've been split up now, but they obviously weren't happy with that. I don't mind seeing things like that. I think Obama luxury is done out here. You think that luxury player is done, yeah? Levan said, Bigsy, what is your prediction for Brentford v Arsenal? First game of the season. If we don't make any signings, I think it'll be 2-2. It'll be a hard game. I'll say 2-1. I'll say we'll scrape a victory, But yeah, we need more signings. Chris Davidson said, hope you're well, BC. Looks like Willian is in Arteta's plans. Buckle up. It's sad. The problem you've got, if he can't sell him, he has to involve him because he's on too much money. The club won't allow him to just leave him out. He's going to have to involve him somehow. Yeah, it's all kicking off, man. Sky Sports now reporting we're in for Maddison, so we'll have to see. Listen, I really hope we get Maddison done. Desmond said, Curtis Arsenal is stressing me just like Jamaica national senior team. I don't know what Tapper was doing in that game, man. The manager, Whitmore, picking some strange tactics and formations and team selection, man. It just didn't work out. Let's have a look. Here we go. Are you kidding? With the Mane take, Salah has won the Golden Boot. Yeah, and this is what I'm saying. Salah is a better goal scorer. but still not a better player. I think, Aubameyang 2 years ago won the Golden Boot in the Premier League. Would you have said Aubameyang was better than Sergio Aguero? Would you have said he was better than Harry Kane because he scored more goals? Probably not. You would still have said those two had a better all-round game than Aubameyang. So it's not all just about goals in that sense. But I hear what you're saying. As I said, Salah is the better goal scorer, and Mane was poor last season. It's hammering down with rain now at this game. Arsenal take the corner short. Is Aziz. I thought he was going to hit that. Can Partey finally score a goal, Salman Rosso said, Curtis, big up with the transition, man. Add his sweets and straight into the watch-along. I'm telling you, man, we can move. I'm a man of the people. We'll move, man. The transfer video was going to be short. And we go straight into the game. That is absolutely hammering down with rain. And you know what? This camera is getting covered with rain again. I wouldn't be surprised if this guy brings his hand back on and wipes the camera down again. Something I've never seen happen before a football game before. At half time, the man actually put his hand over the screen and started wiping the camera. As I always say, man, if it makes sense, Arsenal won't do it. And even the camera doesn't make sense. We're watching a game and all we can see is rain particles all over it. Here's Thomas Partey, ball out wide. Smith Rowe pulls it back. It's a goal for Arsenal. Kieran Tierney scores. The ball seemed to just hit him and it just fell to him and he volleyed it in with his right foot from about a yard out. 3-1 to Arsenal. Jonathan said, yo, Curtis, didn't know you were doing a stream, but bro, I had no plans to do one. Literally, it just I just set it up during the transfer video. So I put it, here it is. His hand's back. He's wiping it. Yo, I'm telling you, they can't be charging, man, for this game. Man's wiping down the camera during a game. I've seen it all now. Man said no sanitized hands on the camera. No, he's back. Hey! Oh, dear me. Only on an Arsenal stream. He's back. Look, he's back. Only on an Arsenal stream. On an Arsenal stream. Could you see a man? Could you see someone wiping down the camera? Down the camera. During the game. Oh, dear. Arsenal, eh? Only during. So 3-1 to Arsenal. Game should be done now. Kieran Tierney with a goal. Napkin FC, man, I'm telling you. Amateur night. Imagine they charge $7.99 for this. I'm glad they didn't charge for this because, you can't do that when you've got things like that going off. So let's see. Hopefully one more. Recording with a potato. Bro, this bootleg camera footage. Man showed up with his camcorder. Broads, don't start saying things like this, getting us all unhappy. Apparently, Xhaka Roma is off now. We don't need that. We need him gone, mate. Oh, look at this. But I haven't seen that anywhere. I saw earlier they were still negotiating. I see that Sky Sports are reporting now of Arsenal's interest in Maddison. They're saying that Leicester wants 70 million for him, which I think is a little bit too much for him personally. But we'll have to see. Maybe Arsenal will pay it. But hey, it is what it is. What we got? We got 12 minutes to go, people. It's still. Man said Ben Wipe. Yo, man said Ben Wipe. Not even Ben White. Live on KS1 TV. Okay. Dear. Cost cutting settings. Give the cameraman Bellerin's wages does just as much as him on the pitch. Dear me, you're not wrong. We was on the attack then as well. Look, no. These man, what are they recording on? What's this? What are they recording this game on? Are they recording this game on their phone? Some bootleg recording. Oh my days, Arsenal, man. Funny team. Wet cam. Man's recording on Eddie's iPhone. I said, Eddie, mate, give your phone, will you? Oh, my days. They've paid the cameraman in installments. Man said, listen, man, I need another 20 quid or I'm not wiping the camera. Here's Pepe in the penalty area. Pulls it back. Lacazette. Oh, it's the post. Went to chip the goalkeeper. The rain actually stopped pretty quick and hits the post. Man said, even the cloth is dirty. Nah, you lot are bantering. Man said, even the cloth's dirty, bro. Man are wiping it down in installments because we haven't paid the guy his wages. Here's Smith Rowe, finds Lacazette, whips it out wide. Great ball to Tierney. Cuts back on his right foot. Whips into the back post. Oh, does well there. The defender heads it to the keeper. Budget cameraman save money for the Ramsdale fund. I'm telling you. They're moving mad. Aubameyang's parking camera. The cloth is on 200k a week. I know, I'm telling you. It'd probably still be more useful than Willian. I'm telling you. Only Arsenal, eh? Man's using the cameras from last time we won the league. The good luck cameras at the training ground. Oh, Pepe was nearly in there. Oh, dear me. No. He's down injured. We don't need to see that. We don't need to see that. Yeah, it's at the training ground, bro. It's London Colney business, man. It wasn't even worth playing at the ground. Man said, imagine we saw a dinosaur paw wiping down the camera. Gunnosaurus with a claw just wiping. Yo, I'm telling you, Arsenal are something else. You know, I've never ever watched a game in my life where man's wiping down the camera during the game. I tell you what, Arsenal, I give it you. You're the gift that keeps on giving. I let you off because you didn't charge $7.99 for this game, so you can get away with it. At least the game's free. Man said Nuno's dog dribbled on the No. Oh, my. Man's dribbling over the camera. Oh, dear me. Web Creative said, which ground is that next to the training ground? It's actually Watford's training ground next door. They're right next to each other. 3 wipes, 1 Kleenex. They're moving mad, Arsenal, man. Bro, this is like when you play versus that train next door, literally. Yeah, you know, like you're playing against a team and they're 5 leagues below and they just train on the pitch next to you. Like, you want a friendly, mate? Yeah, go on now. We got a ball. We'll just ref it ourselves, you know. This is how they're moving. Cameraman's wiping it down. Here's Ainsley, does well. Thomas Partey. If Thomas Partey scores, mate, it's going to be scenes. I don't care if it's a friendly or what. The guy, all his shooting's been wild. Although he does look like he's improved his shooting in this pre-season. Amazon need to be recording this. It would already be record-breaking. If Nuno Dogs dribbled there, it would be licking him, not the camera. Knots 21, that $7.99 is probably helping pay the wages of the white man. Chance for Arsenal, Lacazette. Oh, volleys it wide. Great chance. About 10 yards out. It was on the spin, so he doesn't really know where the goal is, but still a chance. Left foot volley puts it wide. 7 minutes to go, people. Still 1,200 of you in here. Appreciate the support. Make sure you like the video. Can we get 1,000 likes? And subscribe if you haven't already, people. Let's hit that 30k this week. We're getting there. We're getting there. We need about 325 more. And we got nearly 700 likes. So can we hit 1,000? Watford's kit is decent. Yeah, people saying they thought it was Dortmund at the start. It's 3-1 to Arsenal at the moment. 1 goal for Lacazette, 1 for Tierney, and 1 for Eddie Nketiah. And I agree with what you're saying here, Mr. Luma. Lacazette looks sharper than Aubameyang. He does, even there. Good. He's got that link-up play. That's why. And he's got link-up players around him. Sometimes you need that striker that can... You've seen with teams like Manchester City how they want to play with a different type of striker, not just Aguero, who's more of a goal scorer but doesn't offer much movement. They want someone who can link up play as well. So it's different. It's very different. Arsenal are paying the wiping installments. I think they're looking now. The rain stopped, so they could stop paying. Big up Jay Mino. Good evening, Curtis. How's things? Everything's good, bro. We've got 6 minutes left of this game. And hopefully, you know, another morale boosting victory. But we've got a much more difficult test on Sunday. Obviously, we play against Chelsea and obviously Tottenham next Sunday. two difficult friendly matches. Is Pepe in the penalty area? Wins a corner. Omar said, we are staying up. Yeah, I think we'll be safe. I think we'll stay up. Aziz wearing 35, which obviously was Martinelli's number last season. So obviously Martinelli's going to have a new shirt number. Is it going to be number 11, number 8? I think number 4. They're all still available, so we'll have to see. Is Aziz? Oh, we were just talking about Aziz as well. Well done, fella. Young player. A lot of hype around Aziz as well. That's a fantastic goal. Left foot, bends it into the far top corner. I'm pretty sure Aziz is right-footed as well. So that's a great finish with his weak foot. Well done, man. Really, really happy to see that. Young player, a lot of hype around him. Gets an opportunity and bends it in the top corner. And this is what I'm saying about Arsenal. I would much rather see players like Aziz playing for Arsenal than El Neni. For me, you sell players like El Neni. Not good enough. Made a horrendous mistake in the first half. I would rather see a young player that's like 18, that's potentially can be a really good player in the future. I'd rather see him playing and develop. Interesting that Joe Willock, again, not coming on. For me, he's going to go to Newcastle. I think that's 2 or 3 friendlies now. He hasn't played in. Clearly, they're waiting for him to get a move. Man said Arsenal need to... Yo, bro. Oh, man. Here's Pepe with a little flick. Smith Rowe. Great play. Partey puts it over. Goalkeeper saved it, actually. So fair play. He didn't just click it over. Great little football there. Good move. See, again, Lacazette instrumental in linking all of it together. Mexican Guna said Martinelli number 11. I think that's possible. I do. Heaven Angel Joe to Steve Bruce Castle. Yeah, Steve Bruce. He'll be lucky to finish the season at Newcastle. They don't seem to like him. Aziz going on loan. Maybe a loan would be good for him. Jaideep said, hey, man, what's your take on Maddison? Do we need him in our midfield? Listen, I think we need another creative player because you can't just rely on Smith Rowe to be that attacking midfielder all season. But we'll have to see. Have we signed Tammy Weetabix? So hopefully we don't sign him. You know, here's Tierney, gets tackled. Aubameyang not on the score sheet again, hasn't scored for the whole of pre-season so far. That's 4 pre-season games now without a goal for Aubameyang, which is worrying, I got to be honest. Mr. Paz, Curtis, did you experience racism as a footballer? No, I didn't really, you know, not nothing blatant anyway. Nobody ever said or did anything in that sense. You know, there was subconscious things, but nothing, you know, nothing blatant. Big up Jay Torres. And by the way, thank you, Mr. Pads, for the super chat, man. Appreciate it. Jay Torres, I haven't seen you in the chat for a while, bro. Said, big up, Curtis. I haven't caught a live stream in months. Don't forget the One Football app. Link in the description. Big up, bro. Appreciate you tuning in. I know sometimes my streams with your time difference are probably quite early in America. So I am probably going to do some additional streams later on in the evening sometimes so that people in different parts of the world can tune in as well. So we may mix it up. I'll still probably do the 2 p.m.s, but sometimes we maybe do an evening one. Jamino, at this point, I'd rather stick a River Island mannequin than a... Listen, I don't want to go to the point of saying Aubameyang's washed up and just write him off already. Because listen, if he scores on the first game of the season against Brentford, who's going to care what happened in pre-season? If he scores at home against Chelsea, who's going to care? You know, that's what it is. But I think we've just got frustration with Aubameyang because of what was happening last season in the Prem, where he wasn't at his best. And then we've come into pre-season and we're like, yo, it don't look much different. So, but he deserves an opportunity to start the season and see what happens. Jay Torres says, your streams start around 6 a.m. here in the US. So, yeah, what I'm going to do, I'm going to do some later streams, maybe early evening, UK time. And then that will obviously make it easier for people in America and different parts of the world, maybe where it's earlier for them. So I want to mix the times up sometimes so different people, it's easier for them to tune in depending on where you are in the world. Yeah, maybe some pre-recorded ones. So maybe I'll drop a pre-recorded one in the evenings. And because some people have been saying in the comments that, you know, they work and stuff, they don't get the opportunity to watch 45-minute streams where it's easier for them to catch up on a 10-minute video sometimes. So I'm going to mix it up. Shot there by Pepe's, tipped over the bar, straight to the goalkeeper. Vedic said, I'm going to say it again, our striker will be back, Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. Listen, I'm in that same category, you know. I'm not ready to say Aubameyang's washed. I want him out. I'm still defending him because 2.5 years you carried us. You've had a bad year, but I'm going to give you an opportunity because if we've still got people like Bellerin, Xhaka, El Neni, who, let's face it, have not done half as much as what Aubameyang has done. Even Lacazette hasn't. You know, I'm going to give him a little bit of patience, but he does have to step his game up. I do agree with that. Jay Torres says some pre-recorded ones or a podcast would be great. Streams are the best, though, said Zach. Big C, apparently there are legs to this Martinez deal. Reports that, yo, don't get me hyped up, bro. Car, you know what? I'll turn up in a different mood in the stream tomorrow. Pre-recorded, it's not the same as watching the live stream back over for the out of hours crew. Yeah, listen, that's what I mean. It may be a mixture of the two. So we'll always do the streams. I think that's my thing at the moment. But maybe we'll just mix it up or do 2 streams and do one at a different time. People, full-time whistle has gone. Arsenal have won by 4-1. Like I said, don't read too much into it. I think that Watford, people are saying that Watford played against Stevenage yesterday and their full team played in that game. So by the looks of it, this was kind of like their fringe players, the players that aren't quite getting into the team, and some youngsters. So it wasn't exactly a difficult game for Arsenal. But it's more about fitness, getting fit, getting match sharp. Goal for Aziz, which I'm delighted for him. Good young player who hasn't really had an opportunity in the first team yet. Excellent finish with his left foot. And obviously, Lacazette scored. Tierney scored. And Eddie Nketiah scored a good goal in the first half. Disappointing thing for me, or a few disappointing things. Aubameyang didn't look great again. I thought Nuno Tavares, although he looked very good going forward, defensively looked a bit shaky on the ball, which was a bit worrying. El Neni was poor. I thought Cedric was poor as well. So those were the worries for me. But I think the positives, Partey looked good again. Pepe looked lively. End product wasn't amazing, but he's getting there. I thought Lacazette did well. Smith Rowe did well. Defensively, we look pretty solid. How often do you stream? Yeah, every day at the moment. Sometimes I have one day off on the weekend. But yeah, definitely every day at the moment. Harry said, what message have you got for up-and-coming YouTubers? Listen, just be consistent. Try and do things on a regular basis so people know what time you're going to drop videos and stuff, and learn on the job. You know, that we all want to start with a perfect channel, but when I look back on my early videos, they look completely different to me now, even the way I'm speaking and stuff. So you have to go through that period of learning. So it never starts perfect. That's what I would say. But you will get better and better, man. Just get the camera out, record, practice. I used to practice videos before I even started going on YouTube. I'd do a little 5-minute video, watch it back, think, oh, I'm a bit hesitant there, do it again, practice, and eventually, you know, you get better. Message to Bros TV, put out a video more than once every 6 months, bro. We're waiting for the comeback, you know what I mean? I apply pressure to this guy all the time, you know. Got his channel booming and then just disappeared and retired. You know, we want to see him back. But listen, big up to everyone for tuning in. I'm out of here. Need to have some food. I only planned on coming on for 45 minutes. For anyone who watches this back after, just remember that the first half an hour will be transfers, because this was going to be a transfer video and we kind of streamed it into a watch along. But I enjoyed it. It went quick. We still got over 1,200 people in here. Like the video if you can. And subscribe if you haven't already. We're only 350 away from 30K now. And there's a link in the description below. Best new content creator. If you haven't done that, click on that. Curtis Shaw TV. Appreciate all your support. Enjoy the rest of your day, people. I'll be back tomorrow. It'll probably be about 2:30 or 2:45 tomorrow, because I'm recording Talk is Cheap. So I don't usually get back till about 2:30. Look out for that tomorrow. Take care, everyone. Enjoy the rest of your day, and I'm out. Bless.